No, the darkness. The darkness. Hello. What's
Ta-ta.
up?
Hello.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Wardcast, your weekly source for video game news, machinima, and survival horror discussion, updates on the Ward, and more. I'm your host, Sean Clark, alongside Jazz Rich, who's not here.
Hi.
Alec Funnel.
So Alec is proud of all of his platinum trophies. Some may say he cheats to win. So Alec says haha I'm the winner bitch.
Indeed I am.
And Shayla Hill.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the show, everybody. We have a super duper stacked episode this week. We fully plan on running a longer period this time. It's going to be a big boy. I don't know how long it's going to go, but be warned, it's a big boy. I think the music's a little too loud. You go down there. There we go. But yeah, we've been trying to keep the show at or around the hour and a half mark, which I went back and looked, and we're actually doing really good at that. Like, we've been pretty consistent on that. Like, we've gone a little bit over or below here and there, but it, compared to like how it was before we like started paying attention to it, like it's a big improvement.
So
I
let's
was,
stop
I
today.
was impressed.
Yep.
So now we're gonna throw it all in the
So let's
garbage.
stop.
It's a freebie episode. We can do what we want.
Yeah.
We can do what we want.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
That sounds like the hedgehog.
Crazy episode. Anything can happen.
Well,
This week we're talking about the craziest game you've ever seen, the amazing successor to Lethal Company, a whole lot of BioWare troubles, and a whole lot more.
Oh,
After that, Jazz has a segment.
segment.
A segment.
I don't know what the fuck I was doing there with my.
Then we're going to chat about custom character creators in video games, and maybe share some of our own creations or experiences or something. Maybe.
This is where he cuts me.
Oh wow. Then it's time for the Machinima Showcase, followed by Gam Time. For this week's games, we have 8-Bit and Jazz's speciality returns. The Jeopardy game. Ba-da-ba. It's all fancy. It's all fancy. But yes, it's a thick episode, and we'll close out the show with Nobody Asked Us. Plus, since I have not fixed the read your comments format yet, I'm going to slip in one comment in there as well because it's a special one for Shayla. Shayla got a comment.
What?
Yeah, good job.
Like, shut up, shit.
yeah, I didn't say it was positive.
Is it me saying, Sheila, you did good job on voicing Jill years ago?
I'm so excited.
I also want to shout out Survival Horror Fan who dropped a $5 at the last second of episode 270. Thank you so much. It means a lot. I don't know why you did it at that time. It was weird to just like slide it in there at the very last second so that we couldn't react. But either way, it's much appreciated.
Oh wow.
Much appreciated. I mean, that just means they don't care about the recognition. It was all about the love. So it's extra special.
Yeah.
But I felt bad because I wanted to say thank you.
Good job.
Good job. Wow.
Wow.
We'll have to come up with some sort of a like donation celebration kind of thingy, like a graphic or a thing that we do or something when we get a donation, and we'll have fun with it. It'll be good. So if anybody,
Get up and party.
what's that?
Should we just get up and party?
I mean, we could,
Okay.
but yeah,
Right ahead.
if you guys on the podcast have any ideas, let me know. If you guys in the chat have any ideas, also let me know, either in the chat or you can throw it in the comments or into the atmosphere. I don't know. But yeah, if you think of something, let us know. And yeah, that's it. It's gonna be a big boy. But first, as always, it's the weekly recap. Jazz, how was your week? How was your week?
Well, my week was all I'm yeah, my week. I'm very stuffed up. Allergies are everywhere. The cat dandruff and all that and the dust have combined into one mega allergy, like fuck you Jazz ball of hatred. And so breathing is fun, which is why I was kind of hiding at the beginning. I was suddenly blowing my nose and didn't want to do that on the intro. Like, brr. Yeah. So if you hear me sniffling or whatever, I apologize. But that is the life of allergies. I what did I do this week? Nothing too special. I bought a bunch of clothes. Some for work and some for me. Well, they're all for me, but
Jess got pants.
no, I didn't get pants. That's the one thing
Oh.
I actually needed, and I didn't get them. But I got lots of
Rip
shit.
pants.
I watched a movie today. Actually, this morning, I watched a movie called Plane. It was about a plane.
No.
It was actually pretty good. It had this guy whose name I forget. He was in the second Tomb Raider movie, and I forgot his name. But he's like the Scottish guy. And anyway, yeah, no, it was a really good like movie. They have to like crash land a plane, but it's like it's this place where people they have their own militia and they like take people hostage and then want money for it, but then like they kill them anyways. And then like this Scottish dude is like, I'm the captain, I have to save my passengers and all that. And yeah, it just like it was one of those movies. I don't think I played any new games. Oh well, I did actually play a game about digging a hole. Because last time I hadn't really played. I had just kind of like taken a little shovel and the shovel, and I had just kind of like dug like the first, or you just basically like touch the grass. You don't actually like dig deep at all. And I had carved out like a dick, and then that's all I had done. So, and then
I feel like you're obligated to do that.
you have like a huge yard, and you're like, where do I start? So I just carved out a dick, but then I had to go do something. So I just like that's all I had done. And I didn't know how to save. I thought it auto-saved. So when I went back in, I was like, where's the dick? And then I was like, oh, I guess I have to start over. So
Where's the dick?
where's the dick?
I feel like Alec has a t-shirt that says that.
Where is the dick? So yeah, I started over, and now I dug a hole in the game about digging a hole, and I ended up in another hole, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Beth actually played it. She said she played it through and she hadn't found like any of the monster dudes yet, so I guess she didn't play it all the way through. But she got all the way to the bottom. But there's like all these tunnels and shit, and it's yeah, well, I'll keep playing because it's just one of those little games, just digging. I played more Police Simulator, and we played some Headliners, and we played some. We got a whole box. We played we played Headliners and some Lethal. Got more really good footage for the compilation coming to a theater near you, aka the Wardcast.
Yeah.
And YouTube. Been working on my D&D campaign, and also been working on the Ward D&D game that we had talked about like a long time ago. Just started kind of brainstorming a little bit for that too. I feel like I did something else, and I know as soon as somebody else starts talking, I'll be like, oh shit, yeah, I did that. Fuck. But I never think of it. I know I watched a lot of documentaries about. I was having a really like bad day at some point this week. It was just like overwhelming, and so I just decided like I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna eat a sandwich, and I'm gonna watch compilation of people dying in the most stupid ways possible on YouTube. There actually was a lot of those compilations, and there was one where the guy died. He had a lava lamp, and it was going too slow for him, and he was impatient, so he put it on the stove. And
oh my god,
it like exploded, and a piece of glass went flying into his heart, and he died.
Oh my god.
And I like laughed at that because I was like, that is really stupid. And then my day was better after that. So it's like one of those Schadenfreude and things, like you laugh at somebody else's like stupidity and like misfortune. I don't put your lava lamps on the stove. Don't be an idiot. But if you already did that and you already died, I feel like you deserve what you got. But also like, rip.
Dumb ways to die.
Yeah. I also watched like compilations of people who died trying to break records by like the stupidest ways of going over the Niagara Falls.
Oh my god, what is people's obsession with that?
Well, I mean, they don't have them anymore. Yeah, if you get a lava lamp, Alec, just wait for it to heat up. Just wait for it to heat up. It's wax in there. It's a hot wax in there. Do not boil the hot wax. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I could think. I haven't played too many games because I've been kind of like bouncing back and forth between work and the sniffles and getting stuff ready to do my taxes because it's that time of the year. Oh, and I did get this new shirt that says I'm proud to be half a leaf. Because I'm proud to be half a leaf. Just like my ID, there's half a face. So
You're only half Canadian.
yeah, the other half is maple syrup. It should be like a ketchup bottle. But yeah, I feel like it's a good statement shirt, but also I'm all about that fucking maple syrup and ketchup and yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna shut up now. And Alec, why don't you play us a recording because you don't like talking to us?
Okay,
And then
well,
talk to us. How was your week?
So Alec desires a silence as profound as the stillness that envelops a room when shocking
Too
news
bad.
hits the airwaves. A silence that grips tightly, insisting on undivided attention. As if the weight of his words held the gravity of a grand concert's crescendo waiting to cascade.
So, Sir Alec played and platinumed Easy Dice for RPG/tabletop. Make it 70th platinum. I played new to me Carry On, a 2D blob escapes and must consume humans to get bigger. It was meh. Meh, I tell you.
Yeah.
I played and platinum new to me Evil Inside, a psychological horror game. Think PT Silent Hills, just probably less to do somehow. I played Everybody's Golf. It was quite fun, placing my starting position right in front of another player. I played Mortal Kombat 1. It was okay. I played and actually liked Vampire Survivors.
You
I
should play
played
with
Pac-Man
Michael.
World Repack. It made me want to play the original more, actually. Lost Record, Bloom and Rage. It's okay. Bit janky with the dialogue. But hey, it's a Don't Nod game. You play as a teen, and then an older girl called Swan that likes to record things using a camera. Ooh, where did they ever come up with the idea before? I played Lego Horizon Adventures just to piss people off. It's okay, actually. If you got a young kid that wants to get into a series, then sure, go the Lego route. But if you're like us and played Zero Dawn, then yeah, you don't need to play Lego Horizon. And finally, I watched Psych Season 6.
Sir Alec has meticulously postponed the initiation of his oratory duties, ensuring ample time for the reception of observations, inquiries, and accolades, all of which serve as hallmarks of yet another meticulously executed week.
Like the little toot at the end.
Comments?
You suck.
Why would you want to play the original Pac-Man?
No,
or
that's,
do you mean the original or the original Pac-Man world?
That's what you're taking away from this. You're not the Lego Horizon.
I know you did that with a purpose.
Yeah, I
You're-
would I prefer to play the original Pac-Man.
Okay, that's fair. The original Pac-Man, yes. But the original Pac-Man world would make no sense because it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Pac-Man's in there. I think you have to unlock it. So
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that shite.
why don't you
Okay.
like? Oh yeah, you don't like platformers.
Because he doesn't
You
play
don't like
real
any.
games.
Did I not just tell you in my whimsical way that I enjoyed Vampire Survivors?
1 out of like what, 8?
Sheila, how was your week?
That's pretty good. I really only have one thing to talk about, and that is that I started streaming again. Despite the fact that I got hit with like a gnarly kind of flu fever, I powered through it and managed to start my Monster Hunter Wilds journey on stream back on my Twitch. And I've just got to high rank. Um, and I have some concerns about the game for or more like I'm curious how end game is going to play out based on the difficulty level of the early game, but I also really appreciate that early game is like just has this really good flow. It's like going really smooth and fun, and I feel like that's what um it kind of should be. So far I'm super liking it. I did hear that apparently it's getting review bombed, so I want to look into that and see why everybody's all up in arms, because based on what I've played so far, I don't get the hate. I think it's one of the best additions so far. And if you're like a fan of World, then I don't see how you couldn't like it. If you aren't a fan of Monster Hunter World, then this I don't think is going to be a super game changer. Um, Although I do think the story is really good and it like flows even better. Like there isn't that kind of weird repetitiveness in early game. So it's kind of like if you want to play it for the story, then I do recommend it. And my show and tell is basically related to the same thing. And that is I can talk about the what led up to this. I don't think I did before. Share my screen. I got the Steelbook physical edition
But why?
because of what? What? What?
I mean,
What do
I
you mean
guess
though?
I guess for the Steelbook it's fine, but
What? What? Why you got poo on everything I'm excited about?
I'm not. It's one of those where it's like it. Why does it have a physical? You have to connect to the internet. It's like, why is there a physical copy of Fortnite? It's the same thing. Like, why?
Anyway, I actually did buy it. I ended up having to buy it digitally because, and so I figured I'm just gonna keep this version sealed. And maybe it'll be, I don't know, whatever. Apparently, why? But I kind of have been, so I'm in that mode a little bit myself because of what happened. So I decided to order it through order it online because I know Capcom always ships their stuff early. And in the past, because I've ordered it like directly through Capcom, usually I've gotten games like before street date, and I just didn't want to have to deal with like nobody does midnight releases anymore. So, the only option is digital or hope you get it in the mail in time. Well, GameStop was taking forever to update the shipping info, and I'm getting kind of like, stressed out. And I was in Best Buy getting a new Stream Deck, um, and they had Monster Hunter Wilds on the shelf, Steelbook. And so, like, I asked the guy at the register if it was, or not at the in the store, if it was like this was for real, and he's like, yeah, you can buy it. And I get up to the register and the guy who's ringing it out doesn't realize it either. And so as I'm at the register, I'm like, all right, it's fine to cancel my order. So I stupidly canceled my order. And then he's like, "Oh, that's weird." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "It's not ringing up. It says it's a pre-order item." And I was like, "Ha ha ha! Ha, is it? Ha, ha, well, yeah, I hope I can get it right." And the manager comes over and she's like, "No, I'm sorry." And I'm like, "Oh!" She's like, "I'm so sorry we put it out. We'll switch it to like a pre-order." I was like, "No, I'm in the same fucking boat as before." Ah. So sure enough, if you digitally get it, you get it to like download it days ahead of time, and then it's like literally ready to go at like 9 p.m. or 11 p.m. or something like that. So I ended up going digital, and then my copy came like the next day. So yeah, but at least I got to play it on time, and it's freaking awesome. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I did also play Hello Kitty's Island Adventure. And I just played like a couple minutes of it to see how the character creation is, and within like the first 5 minutes of the game, like one of the characters is making references to snakes on the plane, and I was just like, okay, where's the humor gonna? I'm kind of more curious now to see where the humor's gonna go with that one. Because like cake was spewing everywhere, and one of the characters is like, "I've had it with all this cake on the plane." Anyway, it was cute. So yeah, that was my week. How was your Sean?
To be fair, it is a nice steelbook. Like it looks cool. Like the art's
Yeah.
cool. I like the slip cover. It's nice that it has a steelbook. It's just like at the end of the day, it's just like, why?
Why?
Like, I mean, honestly, I would rather them just sell the steelbook sealed for like $20, and then, you know what I mean? Because then it's like you know what you're getting. It's fair. It's not overpriced. You know,
There's not a
it's
frisbee
it's a
inside,
balanced
overpriced frisbee.
transaction. But like when you sell a game like that, and it's an $80 or a $70 game, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like you go and you buy a $70 physical game. Like, come on, put the
Yeah.
fucking game in there.
Come
Well, I mean, I guess even if they did put a disc in there, like it still doesn't matter because you still have to connect to the internet. It just
So
stop it.
I was gonna say, are you thinking that maybe there's not even a disc for it? It's just
Well,
like a
I was kind of
card
like working
inside?
that out in my mind as I was talking because like I assumed there wasn't a disc in there initially, but I think there is.
It
But
feels like
it
there's a
it
disc.
doesn't matter though, because it's just like
Yeah,
we were
it
talking about
doesn't.
the other day with Babylon's Fall. There's a disc in that case. Does it mean anything? No, that game is not playable. I can open it up and I can throw the disc in my system, but I still can't play it. And
Well,
that's the same case with Monster Hunter.
this actually brought something up for me that I was kind of hoping to test. But the fact that they that Best Buy made sure that there was like a hard street date like in the SKU system makes me think maybe this is not the case. But like I kind of thought the reason why it was out on the shelf is because it's like I thought, just like how when you play the beta, once the beta's over, it won't let you play the game anymore. So like I thought that maybe the reason why it was on the shelf is because it was going to be the same way. It's like, oh, I can have it in my hands today and install it, but like the game's not going to be accessible. Um, and so I was really excited to try to test that. Like it was like I'm not even necessarily trying to play it early. I just wanted to make sure that when it drops I can and have it pre-installed. And so I was like, "Oh, that's really cool that they're like selling it now cuz obviously you're not going to be able to access the game yet." And so the fact that they kind of had it like hard locked like that, I was like, "Oh, could I have actually like gone and played it if I had got it home?" Like now I'll never know cuz they didn't let me leave the store with it, but I was kind of curious to whether like if I had gotten it, would it even worked before the release date?
Yeah.
I also thought it was funny when you said usually Capcom, when you pre-order, you get your shit like a day in advance. My brain immediately went to RE6 and like
Yes, but you know what? I got the game 2 days early. I only didn't play it 2 days early because freaking Canada took
I
forever.
know,
So
like Shayla
that
pre-ordered
only
RE6 for me so that we would get it together, and we waited like a week and a half for my copy to show up. every time the UPS truck would pass real slow in front of my house, and I was like, it's here, and they'd keep going. I was like, fuck! Like, it was fun. Good
Oh,
times.
that's great. Oh, it was.
The memes.
Oh my gosh, so many things happened because of that. Because I
So
wanted
you're
to play
like,
so bad, but
oh
I
yeah,
was.
Capcom's usually really good. I'm like,
Well, if you're in the U.S., it's usually really good. Canada, I can't speak for because yeah, Jazz got fucked. uh,
fuck you, Capcom.
basically.
So the moral of the
Um,
story is don't pre-order or order Monster Hunter.
Hey, that's not where I
Damn.
was going
Because
with
you'll have
that.
to get it digital.
But you know, whatever. It's
But you know, whatever.
it's.
Throws it.
At the end of the day, Shayla, I hope that you enjoy your game.
I hope I'm happy. I hope you're happy too. Yes, I am.
That's not what he said.
Yeah.
He says he
No,
hopes you
I'm
enjoy
really
your
happy. I
JK.
am actually.
JK.
So come hang out with me on stream while I play it.
No.
Speaking of things, I hope your week was good, Sean. You know,
Wow.
Jesus.
I was just about to say how happy it made me that you stopped by my stream last night, but you know, never mind. It's fine. Fuck you. How's your week?
I supported you playing that stupid ass
I
game.
know. Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, I didn't want to like shit on your parade or anything, but like when I was watching it, like because I was watching it on like a small box, like kind of in the corner when I was doing other stuff. I was working on the podcast and stuff, so it was just like this really small image, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, that looks exactly like Monster Hunter World. Like it's the same fucking thing. It just looks a little bit better. Like I've
It's on
played that
PS5.
game. But yeah,
But it's Monster Hunter World only better.
Because it's
only
on
online only. Oh, my favorite.
PS5. Digital.
Yeah, all the things I love. My week was busy, especially the last 24 hours. I keep doing this to myself. Like I'm not good at planning and spacing out my time. So it's like I run out of time and I fucking panic, and then I have to just like sit down and work and work and work. So I worked pretty much 24 hours straight with no sleep, working on news and podcast preparation and all this other shit. Like I
Nerds.
thought I thought I was going to get ahead of it. Like I started what I thought was early. I'm like, I'm going to get a jump on it, get it knocked out. I'll have plenty of time to relax before the podcast. And I literally worked up until the moment we went. Well, I mean, up until 4. So like up into the line, I was like still working on shit. So it's like, it doesn't matter what I do. I could start, like we could finish this episode and I could start immediately on next week's episode and I'll still be doing it the entire time. It just, I don't know what it is. But anyways, I've been working a lot and I'm very tired. So yeah, there's that. And I was going to nap and I'm like, no, because if I do that, I'm going to wake up at like fucking 9 p.m. and there will be no podcast. So I'm toughing it out for the people, for the world.
Yeah. With an extra long one. Good job.
Yeah, all the times, right? It's like, oh yeah, during the extra long one. But it's okay. We'll make it through. It'll be fine. So yeah, one of the other things that I worked on is I was working on a couple of PUBG videos. One of them I'm going to show today. A while ago, like I had 2 like back-to-back like amazing runs on the game, and I'm just like, holy shit, these are great. I'm going to record them and do something with it later. And I was sitting on them for, I don't even know, like when was the last time we played PUBG? It's been like a year. I think I've just been sitting on these videos, and I finally got around to it. So I chopped it up and I turned them into 2 videos. So they're kind of like music video-ish, because they're kind of like a highlight reel of the good games that I was having. So one of them's like more of like a I don't know, just like a highlights compilation kind of thing, and it's kind of feels like a music video, where the other one is little more kind of comedy based. I put some silly things in there. So yeah, the one that I'm going to play today is going to be the funnier one, and then next week I'll probably do the other one. They're like a minute and a half or something a piece. But I'm proud of how well I did in PUBG, and I will share that with everybody so that
Yay.
the whole world will know that I'm not trash all the time. just most of the time.
Wow.
But yeah. And what else did I do? Oh, so I spent a lot of time working on the second YouTube channel for the Ward. I started the Wardcast channel. So I'm uploading videos on that every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly Thursday and Friday. It just depends on how many extra news videos that I have. Basically, that channel is going to be kind of like the backlog of all the news. It's going to have, so like if you wanted to watch just the news parts of the podcast, you could go to that channel, watch the news segments in higher quality. And then there's also going to be like highlights and clips from the show that are going to be on there. And eventually we'll probably migrate the show over to that channel, depending on how well it does. So yeah, I worked hard on putting that together and I uploaded a bunch of videos. So yeah, pretty much every day throughout the week for the next 2 weeks, there's going to be a new video on there. And then every single news item that we have on the podcast is going to be essentially backed up over there. So you can watch those over there without our faces, if that's what you want to do. But yeah. And do me a favor, if you like the podcast and you want to support us, go over there, subscribe. Fucking YouTube is already hating me in the algorithm. Literally, you can type in the channel, the Wardcast, the channel doesn't come up. So like YouTube is actively just saying, go fuck yourself. We don't want anyone to find your channel. No. So yeah, I'll put the link in the chat and I'll also post it in the comments. But yeah, if you're so inclined, head over there and give us a subscribe. Give me 1 second.
I just went on YouTube and searched the Wordcast and it popped up.
What?
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't want you to find it, Sean.
Yeah. Figures you can find your own damn videos.
Wow. Maybe. I don't know. Well, if you can't find it, there it is. Yeah. I think it looks cool. I gave it a kind of its own unique aesthetic. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy that. What else happened this week? I put together a video for the create a character segment that we're going to be doing. So you're going to see that in a little bit. That took a lot of work because I had to move a bunch of video game systems around and connect them and swap out a bunch of hard drives and go through my games and put those in and load them up and figure out where the fuck the save files were for them. It was a nightmare. And in that process, I discovered that my Elgato is broken. So that was fun. Remember a while ago, I was talking about how I recorded a bunch of Onimusha footage and it was all stuttery and crappy and I had to delete all the footage. Well, that's just what it records now. Everything is recording like that. So yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. What's weird though is when I disconnected my PS5 from it, the HDMI cable was like really hot. So I don't know if that's what's causing it, and I don't know why it's happening, if it's the PlayStation or the Elgato, but all I know is it's not working. And it has to be the Elgato because I tried it with a 360 as well. So yeah, it's no bueno. But yeah, so I had to figure out another way to record my footage, which I did, but this has been the struggle. I've just been fucking stepping on a lot of rakes. Trying to get things done, but I got there. Yeah, aside from working on a bunch of stuff, I played a couple of games. I played Headliners with Jazz and Alec and Shayla. Played the Baldur's Gate 3 with Jazz and Shayla.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
I played a little bit of a couple other games, specifically for the character creator segment, so you'll see that later. And that was pretty much my week. Lots of grinding away. I'm trying to commit. Like I said at the beginning of the year, that I wasn't going to slack off this year. I was going to get stuff done, and I'm trying. I've been
Yeah.
spending a shit ton of hours working on content. So
I feel
trying.
like we're all kind of on that grind.
yeah,
Yeah.
we can all do it. Good job, everybody. Alrighty, so we'll take a look at that PUBG video before you're like, I'm not doing nothing over here. I'm just kidding. We'll take a look at the PUBG video before we head into the news. And we'll go from there.
Let's go.
What's PUBG?
Mm.
Imagine if I used the same song earlier.
Recycle.
Headshot. Double kill.
Are these bots?
Some of them are.
It's always fun to kill bots.
Yeah, that one right there, that's a bot.
Yeah.
Headshot. Kill.
That's not. That is.
The bobbing up and down.
Yeah, you can always tell. That guy took like 3 shots and then I missed like 10 times.
Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro. Kill catastrophe.
Our screen get louder and longer.
Kill apocalypse.
Okay,
The solo game.
Kill you.
Yeah, free for all.
Invincible.
At this point, your palms are sweaty.
He's
Mom spaghetti.
hit the pan. When shit hits the pan.
I know, it would have killed me too.
I don't know why when you wrote Run, I'm picturing Leon from Degeneration going, Rah! You
Aww.
were killed by the Scourge.
I came so close.
The fart.
Aww.
In my face.
But yeah, that was a really good game. Like I was getting a bunch of like fucking far off distance one-shot headshots and stuff. It was great. It was a good game.
You almost had the gas can.
The gas can?
You ran out of gas.
Oh wow.
Sean, I feel like we should play reverse and just play it for one last time before it all dies and just make a little clip out of it.
I do. I was supposed to play it with Diz. We should all play.
Yeah.
I want to capture some footage from that game before it disappears, just for whatever, some kind of content down
Why
the road.
is
I don't know.
Hearing.
It's shutting down. It was on the news. We talked
Wow.
about it. Yeah,
Oh,
it's going
wait.
bye. June, I think, is the end. Gotta love those online
Oh, it's next
games.
month.
Oh boy. All right. So that means if I can find the thing. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Did you delete
Who
it,
is
Alec?
That time?
I ain't
Guess
touched it.
fucking what time it is.
That's what time
Sorry?
it is. All right. First up is an amazing game. It's like Lethal Company. It's an online multiplayer game, and I'm super hyped about it.
Let's do the dance.
Lethal
Dance with
Company has a
underpants.
new competitor, and it looks absolutely stupid. And by stupid, I mean amazing. Repo, or the Retrieve, Extract, and Profit Operation, is a new comedic horror multiplayer extraction game from developer Semiworks. In Repo, up to 6 players have to work together to find and gather valuables ranging from pianos to ceramics and transport them using a physics-based gravity tool. The players have to be careful though, because the items can be broken if handled recklessly. While you explore the haunted ruins of humanity for treasure, monstrosities will try to stop you. Luckily, you can use your hard-earned cash to buy upgrades and weapons to protect your haul and your friends. Repo takes the foundation that Lethal Company laid and runs with it, adding tons of depth, variety in gameplay, horror, and humor. The best part is the game is out now in early access on Steam, and during its launch window through March 5th, the game is 20% off. Now go out there and get stupid.
Get stupid.
It looks
Aw, you're
it looks
cute.
like Lethal Company, but like you can do way more. It's like everything that I wanted from a game like that. Like there's like a health point system, so you can take damage, you can level up, you can get armor, you can get guns and stuff like that. You can fight back, and like the way that they kind of balance things out is that like the loot that you get can be damaged or broken, so you have to be like careful about how you're transporting it. So like when monsters come at you, you can't just like run away. You have to carefully put down what you're carrying so that you can fight them off and stuff like that. It looks really cool, and the humor looks so stupid. The way that the players get killed and stuff like that is like, I don't know, like over the top and silly. You can stuff people in toilets and stuff. It's amazing. It looks so
I
good.
just bought it.
Oh wow.
It's installing.
Wow. Yeah, it looks really cool.
I have seen this one. It was on the list.
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah.
All right, and this game is even more amazing. It's a single player game though, but I'm really, really excited about it. Showa
I like
American
weird shit.
Story is fucking insane. The upcoming
Why we're
open world
friends.
action RPG takes place in an 80s era post-apocalyptic melding of America and Japan. You play as Choco, a 19-year-old stunt woman who arrives in Neo-Yokohama, formerly Hollywood, to audition for a new action movie, but is murdered, then mysteriously comes back from the dead with superhuman abilities. As she travels down Route 50 across America, which is now overrun by zombies, monsters, and feuding survivors, she'll use her upgradable RV and newfound skills to find her sister and figure out what the hell happened to the world while she was dead. The game features intense over-the-top action, exploration, and tons of side content, including side quests from eccentric survivors, mini-games, unlockable costumes, new weapons, collectibles, and upgrades to your character and RV. The world looks like a lot of fun to explore, and see what the US looks like merged with Japan. Showa American Story will launch on PS4, PS5, and PC. It currently has no release date, but can be wishlisted on Steam, and pre-orders are open for physical copies on PlayAsia, which is always nice to see.
Just stab somebody in the ass.
There's so much shit going on in that trailer. Like it happens so fast, but like playing golf with a zombie's head while he's in the sand. There's like she's riding on a bicycle, like a zombie's riding on a bike, and she's like sitting like side saddle. Like I don't even know what's happening there. Like there's so many weird things that are happening in that game. It's just I love stupid shit like that. Like the little mini games where you're like working out and stuff like that. It's just I don't know. I love that stuff.
It reminds me of No More Heroes, like in a good way, like a
Yeah.
Suda 51 game that are just like fun and wacky and random.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to play it. That
It
looks
does look
fun.
fucking weird, that's for sure.
it does.
I want to play it.
Awesome. Sony has announced its free games with PlayStation Plus for March, and it's bad news for BioWare. First up, we have Sonic Colors Ultimate. This was a pretty popular entry in the series, offering fast-paced gameplay in a colorful amusement park setting. The Ultimate Edition adds upscaled visuals, additional features, a new game mode, and enhanced gameplay. The second game is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Cowabunga Collection. This amazing collection offers 13 TMNT games from the 8 and 16-bit eras, including Turtles in Time and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Arcade Game. This is a must-have for side-scroller fans. Last and also least, we have Dragon Age: The Veilguard. This train wreck of a game and its developer BioWare have frequently been in the news due to an abundance of controversy and problems, culminating in the studio's downsizing. The game's failure is underlined here by becoming a free game on PlayStation Plus only 4 months after its release. Bad news for BioWare, but for those who are curious, this is a nice way to check it out without supporting the abomination or needlessly throwing your money in the garbage. And let's be real, we've all been guilty of that at some point.
You should have been throwing multiple copies of Village in the garbage they're showing.
Yeah, how many
It's
times
true.
have you bought Village?
It
many.
always falls back
Too
to
many.
it.
But it just gives me more to throw in the garbage. It works out. So, is anybody going to try it?
No.
I'm almost tempted, but I know I'm just going to get mad.
So
Go ahead.
I've said to my partner Ian that if he's going to, because he's got a platinum for it on his account, I said, right, I like platinum, so go get the platinum on my PlayStation. So that's another platinum.
Oh my God, Alec. Wow. I mean, I guess that's something.
There's no point. It like
No, I ain't gonna touch it.
no, but
It gives him something to do.
I have one of the Dragon Age games. I think it's Inquisition, and like it was okay, but I couldn't really get into it. So even if I wanted to, like there'd be no point, even if it wasn't like a complete disaster, there'd be no point in me really trying it because I never really played the games or got into the series. So
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, like if you're not enjoying the good ones, then you're like, why would you even bother with the shitty ones? And it's a weird,
yeah,
it's weird for me because like I haven't played all of them, so like I don't really know. I just kind of know what I've seen and what I've heard and stuff like that. The first one looks really good, and I've heard it's really good. The second one was kind of like a very different game. Like a lot of people like it, but it's not really an RPG. It's more of an action game. And then 3 is Inquisition, which is mixed. Like some people really liked it, some people hated it. And then there's Veilguard, which is Veilguard. So
there's
yeah.
Veilguard, which is Veilguard.
I feel like it's kind of destined to be a dead franchise, unfortunately. Like it started really strong, and then it was kind of all over the place, and
More like Veilguard.
now it's dead. Now it's dead. What about you, Shayla? Are you gonna play it?
I don't like them game. I've never played them. Any of them. I would have maybe like
Wow, Lee.
after the fact. I've kind of been like, oh, maybe the earlier ones were interesting, but they're kind of so like that. I don't know. There was so many games during that era I'd rather play or revisit. So yeah, not for me.
Yeah.
The new one looks so bad.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of BioWare.
Oh God.
Iconic developer BioWare is in trouble. BioWare is known for industry pillars like the Mass Effect series, the first 2 Baldur's Gate games, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and Dragon Age. Unfortunately, the company has a messy yard and they've been stepping on a lot of rakes. First tripping up with some narrative choices in Mass Effect 3 that didn't resonate with fans, followed by the disaster of Mass Effect Andromeda, then Anthem, which nobody wants to talk about because wow, and recently Dragon Age: The Veilguard, which is wrapped up in so much drama and problems that I'm not even going to touch on it. It's been reported that BioWare is down to less than 100 employees at this point, having been a team of more than 200 people 2 years ago in the height of the development of Dragon Age the Veilguard. Last week, EA restructured BioWare to focus exclusively on Mass Effect 5's development, which resulted in the shrink within the team. Some people were sent to work for other teams or companies, some quit, and some were laid off. This includes key Dragon Age the Veilguard team members such as the narrative designer and lead writer Trick Wikis, producer Jen Chevrolet, and director Corinne Bush. The reason for the restructure was obviously due to the poor reception of Dragon Age the Veilguard, which only made about 50% of its targeted sales goal, which, if you've been following the story around this game, should be surprised to no one and is well deserved.
I'm surprised they even reached 50%.
I am too, honestly. I kind of wonder if that's even true. I feel like that might be like
They made up the numbers.
like maybe units distributed through like Game Pass and like units that they shipped to like like physical retailers that didn't actually sell. They just shipped them out. I feel like that's not an accurate number. There's no way that they hit 50% of their goal and within 4 months made it free. Like there's no fucking way.
Do I buy a
That's
autograph for
insane.
my kids? Cool. Yeah, sure. Haha! I'm just kidding. It's a copy of Dragon Age.
Yeah,
Stuck
it's
with
just
it now.
I think it's sad though, because I used to be a really big BioWare fan and like Mass Effect used to be so good. And, you know, I really loved the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic games, and they started Baldur's Gate. Like they've done a lot of like really industry defining IPs, and now we're here. And it seems like they're not even the only company that's doing this, you know, like Ubisoft is fucking on fire. And it's like all the developers that I used to like really like be excited about their next title coming out, like they're all garbage now. It really sucks.
Yeah, I mean, when you told me about BioWare, I was like, in my head, like, what have they done? And then I was like, at work, and I was like, fuck all. I've been shit,
Mhm.
and shit.
Yeah, their last like 4 or 5 games were garbage. And they're a big company that invests millions of dollars. Like it's one thing to be an indie company and like put out 5 shitty titles, but when you're like a big company investing fucking hundreds of millions of dollars
Huge
into every
AAA.
game you put out and they're all garbage, like that's not going to last for very long.
It's Ubi. It's the same shit Ubi's doing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Even Bungie's probably going to disappear soon too.
Bungie jump off.
Or
the
they're
cliff.
all just like fused together and form something new.
Yeah. A new survival horror game with a classic isometric style is on its way to Steam courtesy of Hideworks Games. The game is called Liminal Point and follows Lyra Sterling. She gets a voicemail from her missing bandmate and returns to Ashen Point, an island where her band's story ended in tragedy. The island is now a fog-covered ghost town where Lyra will have to confront monsters to unravel the mystery hidden inside an old mansion to uncover the truth behind the night that changed everything. Liminal Point launches sometime in 2026 and for the time being is only available on PC.
That monster had a big booty.
Big
That
booty.
could be you.
He had a big butt.
It looks really cool. I like that it's kind of like the isometric top-down kind of thing, but it's also like kind of it's got a little bit of everything. It's got like some modern day kind of RE
The fact that it
remake,
looks
quick swapping weapons kind of system going on, but it's also got like the old school, like slower paced survival horror kind of thing going on as well. It's interesting.
I like that it's old school style, but it doesn't look old school style, which sometimes I do like that, but it is nice to see, like, you know, it looks more. I guess it's just because, it's popular to do that kind of style game, but have like PS1 style graphics. So I like that it's a little bit.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
true. I
that.
never thought about that. Because
Yeah.
there is a good amount of games out there like that, like a bunch of indie games, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're all like you said, they're all like retro and they look kind of
Yeah,
cheaper
which is
and like
fine,
PS1
but
generation. Yeah.
this one, this one seems different. I like that that's different about it. It makes me more curious to try it.
Yeah, I don't know. I like games in general that play in that perspective, like your
Mhm.
old school Baldur's Gate games, and there's a really cool
Yeah.
Killzone game on the PSP that played like that. XCOM kind of plays like that, so it's cool to see kind of that gameplay style mixed with survival horror. I'm curious to see
Mhm.
kind of what they do with that.
Yeah.
All
Definitely.
right, the floor is yours. I have to do some uploading, which means that the feed is going to go black, I think. So don't worry, we're still here. It's just going to be a couple of minutes of technical difficulties.
That means we'll never be back.
Never.
Yeah.
No, don't
Yay.
say that.
Yeah, because when the feed goes, it was a bad joke.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I have something that I could read to you guys while we're waiting.
Is it a
Okay.
bedtime story?
Kind of.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's a little old Resident Evil script.
Awesome.
Written by our favorite Mr. George Romero.
Knew that's where you're going.
Yeah, here I'll send
Oh,
it. I'll send it to you guys so you can help.
Okay.
I want to narrate. You guys can distribute the characters amongst yourselves, okay?
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
Who's doing that, Alec? Of course. All right. Here we go. We're gonna read you guys a story. This is the original screenplay for Resident Evil by George Romero, based on the game by Capcom. Screen story by George Romero and Peter Grunwald. It says Constantine film. I guess this would have been so great, man. Anyway, all right. Presentation credits appear, then fade out to black. Shock cut to internal lab A level timeless. A man's face filling the screen.
We're watching a video monitor. A pre-recorded tape shows a view of what is obviously a Whoa, I meant to do stay away from here. Stay away from here.
Marcus
Oh,
just
bad.
became the narrator.
Right? I am the narrator of the story.
Oh, there you go. It's Marcus and
Marcus.
I don't even know who else is in the room. Anyways, we're watching a video monitor. A video monitor.
Yeah.
A
Video
pre-recorded
monitor.
tape shows a view of what is obviously a pristine research laboratory. Dr. John Marcus, in a lab coat, faces the camera, disheveled and looking like a madman.
This lab must remain sealed.
Internal conference room, timeless. Overhead lamps cast pools of light down onto a conference table, onto the hands of people assembled to observe the video. We see no faces, but expensive watches. Sleeves with high-ranking stripes indicate wealth, power, and a military presence. The video. In the video, on the wall behind Marcus, we see shadows darting frantically. We hear voices rising in panic.
For God's sake, don't come in.
It's still Marcus. Wow. The camera is swatted by a hand that lurches suddenly into the foreground. Yeah, Alec, there you go. You're the we only see it for a few video frames, but we might subliminally notice lesions on the flesh. Go ahead. Lesions on your flesh, Alec. The image swirls wildly. The next clear picture we see is of the same laboratory. Topsy-turvy. The camera is lying on its side on the floor. Oh yeah, it's your camera. Shut up, I'm helping. Voice in the room. Off.
Look here.
A laser pointer casts a red dot on a corner of the video screen, indicating a hunched figure leaning over a human body. Oh. To be continued.
Ignore that.
Oh.
It's not ready. It's not
Ignore
ready.
me.
Back to the hunched.
That was the laser pointer, guys. Yeah, a bunch of shit happens. All right. Page 2. Exterior forest land pre-dawn. Okay, who wants to be Chris and who wants to be Jill here?
I want to be Chris and Alec can be Jill.
Okay, but before that, if you're Chris, then Alec, you get to be the birds, okay? There's eagles in this scene. All right. Exterior forest land pre-dawn. I've read this so many times, you could tell. A dark sky, and in the foreground, profiled against a full moon, a dark face, watching the heavens with piercing black eyes, alert though not predatory. This is this is Chris Redfield, young, handsome, more than simply an outdoor type. He seems perfectly in place, almost part of the environment. Shit, this is a long. A band of purple tints the horizon, outlining the tops of magnificent, uncorrupted hills that extend for miles. Sitting on a ridge, squinting into that band of light, Chris sees an eagle coasting on a channel of wind that cuts through the hilltops. As the bird moves swiftly closer, you get closer, Alex. It becomes that's not how an eagle sounds like. It becomes recognizable. Chris smiles and jots a note on a pad. The regal bird lands on a high rock where, unexpectedly, a freshwater trout lies flapping 3,000 feet above the highest water.
Take it, Goliath. It's yours. 'Cause I fucking know the bird's name.
Goliath snaps off the fish and flies away with it.
See you next year, guy.
Chris reaches into a water-filled bucket, pulls out another trout, climbs
This is where the picture of him with the fish in Veronica comes from.
efficiently, unerringly across a precarious cliffside and deposits the fresh fish on the same high rock. Another eagle, smaller, a female, appears in the sky.
Cleopatra.
What kind of a bird is that?
It's an eagle.
Is
Chris scrambles back to his place and jots another note. Cleopatra spots the fish, pumps her wings, and swoops down. She's about to snap up the prize, but at the last minute she recoils and climbs again, hovering.
Come on down.
The eagle circles, its sharp eyes scanning. It makes another dive, but stops short again.
What's the matter, beautiful?
The bird seems frightened. Of what? It makes one more. It makes one more dive, gets very close to the fish, but suddenly shrieks and peels. Away from the rock, Chris sees its eyes looking crazed as it soars right past him, its wings brushing his hair. Okay, here we go. You're Jill? Are you still do you still need time, Sean?
Yeah, probably just like another minute.
All right,
maybe.
cool. We're at the best scene.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay, page 3. Clothes on Chris, concerned as he watches the eagles disappear. Over his wait. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that. Chris leaves. Interior. Oh, that's Chris leaving. He just punched that guy. Interior.
Okay, we're ready whenever, but you can continue a little bit.
Okay, interior. Jill's apartment. Dawn. Chris walks into a characterless apartment. He quietly sheds his clothes. Even in silhouette, this is PG, don't worry. Even in silhouette, we can see that his body is in perfect shape, not pumped, but lean and tight, moving lithely with the natural grace of a cat. He eases himself into a bed where a beautiful young girl, Jill Valentine, seems to be fast asleep. As Chris nestles in beside her, we see that her eyes facing away are open. Chris gently drapes an arm around her and lets his body relax.
Glad you're still here, lady. You're awake.
I've been awake since you left.
Sorry.
His apology goes no further. He's still troubled by what happened in the hills.
There was something wrong.
What? We both did. I never had a brother. I learned.
What? I'll do the cooking. What the fuck?
It's like My favorite line, there was something wrong with my dinner. I never had a mother. Anyways, that's it.
Oh,
That's my
that
favorite
was
scene.
so good.
And that's the Romero script. If you want more, go
Good
Google
job.
it
That's
and
what we
look it up.
missed out on.
It gets better. I mean, Chris is like Native American in this. Barry's black. Wesker's a good guy. There's a character who's totally Rain from the movies, and
I still can't believe that he wrote that. Like,
Never
I mean,
had a mother.
it's never gonna happen now because he's dead, obviously. But like, I will like unless I hear him say specifically out of his own mouth that he wrote that script, I will not believe it.
Chris isn't even
Never
like a
had a
cop or
mother.
anything in this. He's just a dude.
Like it's not
Knows
even
his Eagles by name.
like even just outside of like the Resident Evil aspect of it, just as like a script for a movie, that is horrible. Like, what the
I
fuck?
never had a mother. I'll learn.
Like this is the guy that wrote and made fucking Night of the Living Dead. Like really?
Right?
Come on,
He
how?
made the RE2 trailer, didn't he? Like the
Right, which was also amazing. Like it shows he
Yeah.
understands the source material. Like he's like the godfather of zombies.
Claire
Like
was
how did he
not-
write that?
She never had a mother. She'll learn.
Claire wasn't talking to birds in that trailer.
I
Anyways.
refuse.
If anyone wants more, just Google it. It's the best. It's long and it will make you just want to laugh and piss yourself laughing. Especially if you have Alec reading as Jill the whole way.
What are you talking about? He was killing it.
I never had a mother! That's my apartment! Yeah, he's like, you're still here. She's like, this is my apartment. so
So
good.
great.
God.
Anyways.
What are you
We
doing?
did not plan this, guys. It just came up.
This
Yeah,
is
no,
what happens when we have
You said
technical
we need
difficulties.
5 minutes to kill. I'm like, I got this.
Yay!
I should have known.
Yep.
All right, we got 2 more news items, and then we're gonna go into your segment, Jazz.
News part 2.
Segment.
Segment. Avowed has proven to be yet another shining example of the modern video game problem. Avowed began its life as an online multiplayer game back in 2018. It'd be a combination of Destiny and Skyrim. In November of the same year, Microsoft purchased developer Obsidian Entertainment. This would end up altering the course of the project. The multiplayer concept would be removed in favor of a single-player narrative-focused experience, and the open-world idea would be reduced to smaller zones. The game would then end up adopting the Pillars of Eternity moniker and be revealed as Avowed in 2020. Obsidian's 80-person team would continue development on Avowed until 2023, where they announced the game with a 2024 release window. However, this wouldn't happen as the game would be delayed, instead releasing on February 18th, 2025. Avowed, now having been stripped down and delayed, it was a bit of a rocky start, and the Xbox and PC exclusive title had more obstacles yet in its path. Avowed's art director Matt Hansen would later be exposed for purposely inserting DEI elements, including pronouns, with the intended goal of, quote, pissing people off. And even before that, Hansen outed himself for illegal hiring practices via Twitter, stating, quote,
Reminder to Black artists out there who are looking for portfolio reviews or job advice. My DMs are open and you will always have my priority. We got too many crusty white dudes in this field. Please let me help you replace me one day. I want to go back to living in the woods.
This tweet was recently discovered, and Hansen would quickly delete the tweet after
What an
being
odd
called
thing
out
to
for it.
say.
Why do we keep allowing people like this in the industry? Regardless, at least the game got a physical release, right? Well, no. There is a box you can buy, but it's just an empty steelbook with a code inside. And you can't buy the standard version. You can only buy the premium edition for $95 US. Another developer pushing for $100 games. And they don't even give you a disc. Nice. So you must be paying for a high-quality, high-tech, top-tier modern game then, right? Again, no. Avowed doesn't even hold up to similar games within the same genre released nearly 20 years ago. Avowed is being compared to The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, a game made nearly 2 decades ago, and it's embarrassing. Interaction with the environment? Nope. Interaction with NPCs? Nah. Realistic physics? Not here. This game is lazily made and sold for a premium price. But hey, they did manage to give Concord a run for its money in the shitty character design department.
I never played Oblivion, to be honest, so
Are you excited for Avowed, Jazz? I'm sorry.
I don't think this is the game I was thinking about.
Oh, really? What did you think it was?
a good game.
I guess I don't know
once
the
upon a
name
time,
now.
I thought it would
The
be,
game
but
thinking of didn't have like magic and shit like that.
like it was going to be like an Elder Scrolls game made by Obsidian. There's all kinds of
But the
hype around
comparison
it.
to comparison to Skyrim makes it look like it's just like a
No, it's compared to Oblivion.
yeah, but it just
That's a big difference.
yeah. The videos I've seen, it just does not look like it was well done. And the fact that that news report said, the fact that it said they like toned it down or like made them cut the fat out of it means they had like a turd that was going to take too long in the first place. And they were probably like, all right, guys, you guys are going to be making this for the next 10 years and it's not even that good. So let's chill out.
A
Yeah, like
turd.
they're clearly trying to piggyback off of like the Elder Scrolls games, you know, like just everything about it, the way that it plays, the aesthetics of it, like everything about it. It's very
Eternal
clearly
Strands.
it's very
Sorry.
clearly trying to be that kind of a game. And if you're not going to put in the work to make it play at least comparable to the original, like why even bother? You know what I mean? Like, because there's already those pre-set expectations, right? You know, anybody that played Oblivion or Skyrim is going to have those expectations going into Avowed because it's so similar. So for them to just blatantly ignore simple things like that, like fucking physics, interacting with the environment, interaction with the NPCs, like these are all staples in open world RPGs like that. So to not have those is just kind of asinine. And on top of that, fucking this is a $70 or a $95 game.
Yikes.
Like what the fuck? When Oblivion came out, it was $60 and it did way more than this game did. So like what is happening? What the fuck? It's crazy.
No, the game that I had seen that looked cool is Eternal Strands, and it's a game like it looks
Sounds
like
familiar.
Phoenix Rising. Like the style looks like that.
Oh,
It just came out on January 28th.
I'd have to see it. You have to send me a link to it later.
Yeah.
Well, good. You don't have to be disappointed.
Yeah, no, I was like, I
Hey.
saw Avowed because it's in like the more like this one. So I went to Avowed and went more like this, and that's how I found that one. It's like, okay. But that's why I was like, no, that's not this. This is not what I was thinking.
So, any interest in Avowed?
no.
Because I
don't-
thought it looked like a
Well-
downgraded Skyrim.
Yeah,
It's a
I haven't
downgraded
even-
Oblivion.
I haven't
Well, I've
played
heard
either
of
of those games yet. So, like, other than maybe playing them for like 2 hours each. So, like, another version of what looks like the same thing. I'm like, nah, I'll pass.
So, I'm just curious. Maybe this is me just nitpicking or something, but like for me, when I'm playing like a game like that, open world, RPG, role playing game, like, does it not bother you when you can't interact with the world? Like, doesn't it kind of feel pointless? Like, you're literally in this environment to role play, right? It should be like an open box, like a sandbox, open world, like you can do anything kind of a deal. Like, if I want to kill this kid down the street, I can do that. Maybe I'll go to jail for it, but like I'm able to kill whoever I want. I can do whatever I want. I can vandalize the stores. I can steal shit if I want to. Like, you should be able to do anything you can think of. Like, that's the fun of those kinds of games. So like
I was gonna
when
say
you
that's
can't even
the
walk up
whole
to a
point of
table and
those.
knock over a cup, like what the fuck are you doing? Like why are you playing this game? What are you getting out of it?
That's why I think those it seems like this is absolutely just guessing, but it does kind of like sound like something where like these developers were probably rookies and just wasting corporate money until they found out. It was like, bro, what are you guys doing? Like, just fucking at least put out a product. And so they probably got rushed and it wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. If you can't like do that fun stuff in a current gen game, what are you doing?
Yeah, so like, is that a legitimate thing that like everybody feels, or is that more of like a me thing?
No, that's the whole fun of those type of games. So
That's
if
what
you
I
take that
thought.
out of it, it's ruin it.
Yeah, and like part of it is like to see how far they'll take it too. You know, like fucking 20 years from Oblivion to now, like part of my if I were to buy that game, part of what I would want out of that is to see like in the 20 years since that game, like what have we learned? Like what else, what other kind of technology did they put into this that's gonna like blow me away? You know, it's like in that video you could see in Oblivion 20 years ago, you know, you can shoot arrows up into the sky and they travel a set distance based on your strength, and eventually they come back down. Like that's
Mhm.
really cool. And that's technology from 20 years ago. And
Yeah.
that's not there. Like they should be taking like little kind of tiny things like that and elevating them, not subtracting from what we had 2 decades ago.
So it sounds like they got dementia and they, instead of learning something, they forgot a bunch of things. And it's like, "Heh."
Maybe. Like
In
at
20
this
years.
point in time, you know, with especially if paying for $100 for a game and 20 years of technology since then, like you should be like anything you shoot should react like that thing. You know, you if you shoot a fucking barrel and it has wine in it, it behaves like wine. If you shoot a barrel and it's got fucking rice in it, rice should pour out. You know, like it there should be these really fine details that we've been honing in on over, you know, years and years of development where we're like making things so crazy realistic that it just blows us away. But we can't even touch a cup. we c- wow. Okay. It's crazy. Makes me sad, especially as like I'm not the biggest tech person in the world or anything, but I do definitely appreciate it. Like I was always one of those people that, you know, when the new hardware would come out, I'd be excited to see like what kind of technology they could do, how good games could look, like what are the physics going to be like? You know, I'm a weather person. I want to see the rain and the water and shit like that. Like I've always appreciated that kind of stuff. So to see like them just take a hard step back and not do any of that is just really disheartening. But yeah,
Like they it's like it's like they made diet version of
Diet Skyrim.
Oblivion.
diet Oblivion.
No,
No thanks.
sad.
Yeah.
All right, and we got one more news thingamabob, and Jazz did this one.
Yay.
Yeah.
Survival horror fans rejoice! Indie survival horror title Post Trauma has been given a release date along with a new trailer. Post Trauma draws on classic titles like Silent Hill and Resident Evil, complete with fixed camera angles and fight or flight gameplay. You play as tormented train conductor Roman, who suffers a panic attack. Upon awaking, he finds himself in a hellish dimension filled with monsters. You'll have to choose when to fight or run, manage limited resources including guns and melee weapons, and solve puzzles while trying to escape a gruesome fate. The goal of the game was to take the retro-style horror genre and breathe new life into it with modern visuals. Old school CPR. Post-Trauma launches on March 31st for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and PC. A playable demo is available now on Steam. Play it now!
He's got a fat ass.
Why
That's
no?
cool. That
Play
looks
it now.
it's like Silent Hill in a good way. Like it gives me
Mhm.
Silent Hill vibes.
Yeah, it looks cool. Like there hasn't been a whole lot of gameplay footage to really get a good gauge on like what it's going to be like, but the little bit that I've seen, it looks like it's, you know, it is kind of taking the Silent Hill kind of gameplay style, but it looks like it might play a little bit better than that, which is encouraging because, you know, that's always been like the big complaint with Silent Hill, like is the combat. I've always enjoyed it, but I understand why people don't like it. So hopefully they are spending a little bit more attention on making it play a little bit better. But it's hard. You know, if you make it play too good, then it goes into that conversation of, well, you know, you kind of break the game and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. It looks cool. It looks promising. Graphics look good. Gameplay looks interesting. and I'm always up for new, interesting survival horror games.
And playing it 2 years later. Yeah.
Probably longer than that because it's not going to get a physical edition. So, yeah.
Not unless you support it, Sean. Like buy
See, and
500 digital copies of it.
it just sucks because like part of me is excited for like this game Post Trauma. I'm excited for Liminal Point and like all these little indie games and stuff like that, but they're all digital. And it saps some of that excitement for me because just I don't like that. But even so, I still give them credit where credit's due. They look good, they look interesting, and I'll probably end up picking these up eventually. I probably won't buy them when they come out because digital is gross. But I do have excitement for them, and I do have enthusiasm for them, and I want them to do well. I want to see more games like that. More games like that, physical.
Gams.
So, yeah, more games.
Yeah, I'll give it a bash. I mean, it looks all right.
Yeah. And I guess part of it too is like, how much is it? If it comes out for like $15 or something like that, maybe that's fair. So,
yeah.
Anybody else going to pick it up?
Yeah, I'd be interested in getting it.
No. Why no?
Oh no.
Why you no like?
She doesn't really play Silent Hill.
You have to. You're the one that told us to play it now.
Post drama.
False advertising.
No. I have some reasons. I don't really want to get into them though on the podcast.
Yeah,
Okie dokie. Yeah,
But
yeah.
since they first announced that game, I was like, yeah.
Fair enough.
I once murdered my whole family.
Only once?
I don't want to relive.
I didn't have a mum though. I'll learn.
I'll learn to cook.
It's time for jazz.
You're so stupid. Speaking of stupid. Well, actually, this game's not stupid. I found this game today, and I bought it today, and it's already installed. Almost. Not really, but I bought it. Guys, I've done it again. I found a game that I can see all of us playing for hours and hours. Similar to the games that we play. Dark Hours. I was going to say Dark Horse. Well, Dark Hours is a co-op survival horror game for up to 4 players. You and your friends team up. Wow. Okay, I'm having a little bit of a struggle reading. Bear with me here. You and your friends team up to rob an auction house or other locations, but you try to pull off the perfect heist. You work together to solve co-op minigames, deactivate lasers and security cameras, and fill your bags with as much valuable loot as you can find. There was not a pause there. As you can find and take advantage of the building's secrets to get out of there. Sorry, I have 2 things open for some reason. Each heist is different in the procedural environments, those games that we like that change up randomly. So in Dark Hours, it's easy to get lost. So make sure to not rely on your sense of memory for the maps because it'll change up on you the next time you play it. Manage your equipment such as a lock-picking set, hacking device, flashlight, or crowbar, maybe. That is actually in the... you might find a crowbar. Sorry. Bear with me here. For some reason, things are like... I'm moving things and they're going... Okay, following me so far? Heist. Team up. Heist. Yeah, cool.
Yep. So far, so good.
Yeah, your main objective is to rob the place. Yeah. Make sure you steal every valuable item you can find. If your friends look like they're struggling to carry the valuable looking loot that they found, you can always discreetly attempt to empty their bags of the most precious items. There's not always honor among thieves. So, you can help without necessarily asking. But keep your friends close and look for all sorts of items as you explore. Use them wisely with your teammates to find the safest way out. You'll have to work together to make it out alive. Because, as I didn't mention yet, in the heist, there's you, your friends. Oh, and also there's an evil entity that's trying to hunt you and kill you. Yeah, ghosts. So there's 2 ways out of the place: find the exit or hide from the creature until morning. But throughout your heist, you are being hunted. Try not to make too much noise so the monster doesn't find you. Be careful as well of the loot you find, as the more loot that you have, the louder that you get. In case of extreme urgency, you can always fill your teammates' bags so that they get noisier instead of you. Again, there's not always honor, so you can literally use them as decoys. Stay close to your friends though, because you need each other to survive the night. For example, if you get cornered by the entity and push comes to shove, literally you can shove your friends into the entity so that they get grabbed and you can escape. Better them than you. So as previously mentioned, Dark Hours has the replayability aspect with the procedural environments. This applies to the building layout, varying locations of locked doors and items. This also applies to the entity. Throughout the night, the entity's difficulty will escalate. It gets stronger the more you progress throughout the same night. The entity will change its style every time. There's 3 different difficulties: normal, hard, and nightmare. So no baby modes for babies, the way Sean likes the games. Additionally, you can choose from different locations, each with a different scenario and different evil entity, playable characters, and items. As you play, you can unlock unique items to customize your characters. Through Dark Hours, you will live a terrifying and fun co-op horror experience where you will really get to know who your friends are, your real friends are. Unless you're us, then you already know who's the one who's going to push you into the entity. Probably Alec. Yeah, there you go. So you know who to stay away from. Yeah, so Dark Hours has been available on Steam as of October 2024, and a demo is available to try it out if you'd like. Or the game is currently on a 20% sale, which brings it to about $10 Canadian, so it's not very expensive for you guys too. So get it. So get it. I mean, look, the ghost ladies are dancing. So there were a few different. Diz has seen this game everywhere and wanted to try it. Well, there you go. And there were a few different trailers, but I found the gameplay trailer that was released had the most. It was the longest one. Well, not the long. It's not super long, but it had the most like trailer feel to it to show you like more of the game. So that's the one that I brought today. So let's watch. I just love that you can steal from your friends. Literally shoved his friend backwards.
It's fucked up.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah. So there were like on the Steam page there were little GIFs. I wish I could have put I wish I could put gifs on my image, but like you just see like the person standing there, and then suddenly you just see like, and they just drop, and then the monster just walks away. And I was like, damn it, I want that. So I feel like we would have a lot of fun playing this game. You're just like, we're literally like robbing places, and then there's entities and ghosts. It mixes, I feel like it
Awesome.
mixes like just like grabbing garbage, like collecting shit, and then it mixes like fighting monsters or running from monsters and fucking around with like with your friends. It's just everything that Alec does.
Yeah, I want to try it.
You
It's
could be
Alex, a video game.
you could be a dick to people while playing the game.
Yeah.
Like you're creeping and you're stealing from people, and then you shove them and run. You can throw people down the stairs, Alec.
That's your favorite thing.
Yeah. So Dark Hours.
Looks really cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That and Repo, both of them amazing.
You calling this a garbage game, Diz? That's not nice.
Games where you get the garbage.
Garbage games.
That's all.
Garbage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay, it is time to talk about custom characters in video games. Isn't that beautiful? Is that a
Yeah.
character you would make?
No.
No,
That's the character I've done.
Oh no.
the DSL.
Oh no. All right. So this is gonna kind of be like a off the cuff kind of chat on the topic. I think we've all pretty much played countless games that offer a character creator, right? We're pretty
Yeah.
familiar with that. You're playing one right now, Jazz, or I mean Shayla.
Yep.
Not you, Jazz. You're not, or are you? Maybe you
Yes,
are. I don't know.
I
Recreate
sent-
character.
I sent you a picture of my character.
Yeah.
She's so pretty.
So we're all pretty familiar with custom character create. I know Alec is because he plays all those fucking wrestling games, and I know Jet, you like creating your own special character in your games, right? You prefer to do that.
Thing.
See, there you go. See, we all like it. We're all familiar with it, so we should have decent opinions on the quality of the offerings within the industry right now. So, what do you think in general? First, what do you think in general of custom character creators? Is that something that you're like that can make or break buying a game? Is that something that you're actively looking for when you're buying something new? Is that like one of the selling points for you? Like how important is it to you guys for when you're buying a new game?
Depends on the game.
It's not. Okay, it is, but it's not. For me, it depends. Like, obviously, on a really narrative-driven game, like something like Baldur's Gate, like, I hope the characters. I like that they reined them in so that we still get like very expressive characters. But then if it's a game where I'm just like shoot the whole time, like it's kind of nice to be able to customize my character and ends up making me maybe like it a little bit more. Because then I can get attached to my own character. And then there's stuff like, well, I made a little video about it that kind of talks about some of my feelings as far as like having to interact with people or try to play, like if I'm trying to play, I don't know why I don't necessarily play with randoms, but I don't know if a character lets me make a character that has some really cool presets that I can like mess with just enough to make it feel unique, then it does kind of sell me. Like with Monster Hunter, it has that kind of MMO where like I get really attached to my character because I can make my little kitty companion and my bird and all that stuff like feel more like mine. And yeah. I don't know.
So you feel more invested in the game when you can make your own character, or do you prefer to like have a story with personality and the characters that have more depth?
I like
Because it sounds like you're kind of on the fence.
because I wouldn't necessarily I would never give up Leon Kennedy's and like there
It's pretty cool to be able to create your own character in Resident Evil, and for the most part, like those characters don't have a shit ton of depth. I'd say that Leon probably has more
Yeah.
than anybody in the series, but I feel like Resident Evil, as an example, would be one where you could probably get away with creating your own character. And there are ways too that you can, like, there are like full-blown open world RPGs where you create a custom character and they still have personality. They still talk and
Mhm.
have options. Like Mass Effect is one of those, right? Shepard, you create your own
Mhm.
Shepard
Mhm.
and their personality, and they speak all the lines of dialogue and stuff like that. So, like, there is a balance where you can do both.
Yeah. I like both. I wouldn't want like one to be the absolute norm,
If
but
you had to
I
pick,
guess
if if the next Monster Hunter game was coming out, and it could either be a
oh yeah,
character
I
that
guess
you
I'd
play
want
that has tons of depth and
nah,
character and a good
sorry.
story, or a
For
character that you can create.
for Monster Hunter, I want to be able to make my character.
Okay, Alec, where do you stand? I know
As
you
I've
play
got
your wrestling games for the story, but
no, okay. If you want to put up the picture, then I can explain it a little bit.
yeah, I was gonna say that for later, but I can pull it up.
Yeah, might as well.
Oop.
All right, so mainly played a lot of wrestling games as we were growing up as kids and all that kind of stuff. So um, we all mainly had our own kind of like soft toys, kind of, as kids, and then we just like decided, okay, let's try and create them as wrestlers. So on the right side under these creations, you might see a kind of red one. So that's meant to be a car. Yeah.
Interesting.
The black one is meant to be, well, the original Jess is a black and white cat from Postman Pat, which is also Disney's Figaro.
I love
then-
Disney's Figaro.
And then if you go to my side, the one on the left is obviously a Pikachu holding a knife, because why doesn't Pikachu hold a knife? And then you got the one in the middle with Goku's blonde hair, Super Saiyan hair, and so all that. He's got fucking Wolverine's fucking spikes at the end of him. It's just a crazy character. It's like, okay, so with custom creations, provided it has an array of choice, you can have so much fun with it. You can have so many different details on the characters without even really thinking about it. So I think, yes,
Also,
it's nice.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was about to say, is like, custom creation is a great extra, but it's not something you need in every single video game. When you were saying about Resident Evil having a custom creator, I was like, yeah, it's not going to go well. I just don't think it will go well at all. Because how do you incorporate that character into the next game,
Well, they did that with Mass Effect.
Yeah, but
And the
which one's
story's
selling
far
more,
more
Resident Evil or
complex.
Mass Effect?
Huh?
Which one's selling more, Resident Evil or Mass Effect?
Well, yeah, now fucking once upon a time it was Mass Effect. But I'm just saying, like, you could definitely, like, it can be sketchy. It's very easy to fuck something like that up. But, if done right, you can definitely pull it off. And, if you could have the best of both worlds, like, why not?
Yes.
Or at the very least, like, I always appreciate it when, like, you can at least customize your character. Like, let's say maybe there's not a character creator in there, but you can, like, go like Saints Row, or I mean that does have a character creator in it, but just as an example, like, say you couldn't customize your character in Saints Row, but you have like all these stores and you can go shopping and you could like dress up your character and stuff like that. Like, having elements like that, like, I always appreciate. I mean, I don't necessarily want that in Resident Evil. Like, I don't want it to become a fucking
Yeah.
shopping simulator or anything like that. I don't want to fucking break into a store and like try on a jacket in the middle of the zombie apocalypse or something. But
I just don't. Every game does not need to have it, but the
Right.
fact that they're getting better is, for the ones that do have it, is nice.
I wouldn't say they're getting better.
you
I
would say
think
they're
they
getting
are.
better, or they wouldn't.
I wouldn't
Or
say
the-
because like the newer games, particularly in wrestling, is like they've gone downhill. So and I know
Mm.
it's
Yeah.
not just the wrestling because I'm just gonna say it's 2K. So so it's if they've gone from all the things that you could do with an old console, and for some reason they've gone more into detail of looking similar, and it's just like it's lost all the fun of it. I don't know whether it's just me becoming an old grumpy man, but yeah, there's less choice.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, character creation, you're just kind of indifferent. It's good sometimes, it's bad sometimes.
I can
It's not
take it or
something
leave
that
it.
you like go out of your way to like, I want a game that has this.
All right, let's put it in perspective. Spoiler alerts ahead for MGS5. You create the guy or girl, you do not see that character till the very end. What was the point?
There's a wrong way to do it, and that's it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's not like, oh, you throw a custom character creator into a game and it's like magically good. It's very easy to fuck that up. I'm just saying, like, in general, like, if a new, like, there's certain things that you like about video games. Go, okay, like, I like racing games. I like to be able to customize my car. I like story driven games, or I like to go in there and role play and dress up my character. So, like, for you, creating a character isn't really a big priority. If it's there, it's fun to fuck around with, but it's not really like high on your priority list in terms of like what you want out of a video game.
Yeah,
Like, that's
I
kind of
mean-
the question.
I mean, when I first tried Baldur's Gate 3, I was just trying to like get into actually playing a game, and it just threw. It was like, oh, you have to do this, this, this. I'm like, where's the fucking skip button? I don't care. Just let me play.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I was gonna say one more thing. I just have to say there are some character creators that are coming out like currently that are so good that like a good character creator really is like mwah.
What about you, GS?
I like character creators, like obviously games that have like a star. I'm sorry, I'm blocking the yellow because it's just so much yellow.
Oh,
The
It has.
it's so much yellow. It's
why
bright.
did, of all the colors to pick, Alec, why?
It was all
This
yellow.
is the color of Pikachu.
It's the color of P.
Racist.
Pikachu.
Yeah.
Games like Tomb Raider and Horizon and shit like that. Like I wouldn't want that. Obviously, like games with a story, games with a campaign, with like one protagonist. Like you wouldn't want to have like your custom character, but games that have like Baldur's Gate and well, the ones that I sent you, like Fallout and stuff like that. Like I like the multi sliders, and I like that because if I want to be completely goofy and make like the stupidest looking character, like it just, I have so much fun with that because I can laugh the whole time. Or if I want to make like a character that looks like you know me, we play Saints Row, and I'm like, okay, I'm making Jill, and then like, haha, it's Jill beating the shit out of hookers, and like,
I'm throwing up.
and when that
Yeah,
time
like
we
for
made
machinima purposes.
like me, yeah, there's that too. And then like me and Waffle played once, and we made Jill and Ellie, and then like Ellie had like a huge bruise on her face, and Jill had like this baseball bat, and we were laughing a lot, and like we just had a lot of fun with it. And like me and Sheila did like Steve and Claire and Leon, like we just like I have a lot of fun creating characters from other games and bringing them, like crossing them over, especially with like Laura Bailey voicing in Saints Row and stuff like that, and the voice for Ada being the voice in Fallout 4. Like you just I like that. But there are some games that have like Fallout 4 and Saints Row 3 or Saints Row 4, like Saints Row are the ones that I find have the most like they have the slider and they have so many different, especially Fallout, because you can pick like you touch the specific parts of the face that you want to move. So I was kind of disappointed with a game like Baldur's Gate where they gave you like very little. Like I know
But
Shayla
we
said, like you get the talking, but I feel like a game like that, like it's basically D&D, where you should be able to make your character to the way you want, and I wish that games like that had more features, especially with like tieflings and the horns and the tails. Like there's no tail, like you can't change the tail on tieflings or stuff like that, and there's just a little bit of like I know they were saying like, oh, there's all these customizable things, and there wasn't.
all right.
So
We need more mods.
you shouldn't need mods though. Like they should just offer that. Like if you're gonna do a character creation for like a game that's basically one of the biggest the biggest tabletop in the world, you should have the customization. You shouldn't have like, okay, there's 5 different faces you can choose. That's it.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like if it's a game that doesn't have like it lets you pick your name, it should let you pick your face or your like your height, your size, your whatever you want. And if it's a character that has a name, then they should have like a preset. Like they have a face model that did all the work. Well, obviously, like everyone, like I'm not gonna play a monstrosity like it's Skyrim where I was an anorexic Khajiit, or that friggin' weird alien shit in a bikini that I sent you for. I think I played that with Alec. It had a zombie voice. I sent the pictures to Sean. You'll see them later, but yeah, we had no idea what it was saying the entire game because it was a zombie voice. But it was just like this fucking alien shit in a bikini just going blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no, that's pretty much how I'm gonna describe it. If the character of the game has like you see them on the poster or whatever and they have a name, then they should have their own thing and you can customize like their outfits or whatever. But if you get to name them because they're your character for like a role play thing, then you should be able to customize everything.
I will say one more thing. I know it's getting a little kind of long, but like I do like how like Jazz will bring characters like making Vi in Baldur's Gate. So like it would be cool if there was more. And I know you're against mods, but like I've had my VTuber made into 3D models that I can put into games, and I've had like 2D artists on Twitter make custom sprites for Don't Starve for me and Pumpkin to play. So like I don't know, I think mods are still good because then you can hire like freelance artists that are like passionate about it and make like literally one of a kind creations that you can play in the game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mods are
I
cool.
I would rather them make the character creator so like in depth that you can just do that on your own. You know what I mean?
That
Like,
would be amazing.
yeah, that'd be really cool. And usually more often than not, when there is a character creator in a game, for me, that is something that is appealing to me. Like of course, there's going to be instances where it's like it's in something that I don't want it to be there for. But more often than not, I think like when I know that a game is going to have a custom character creator, like that's something that's definitely appealing to me because it does kind of open up, your possibilities in terms of how you play the game. Like, Jazz, you were kind of saying where you can make characters from other IPs in there. You can make silly, goofy characters. You can make serious characters. It gives you a lot of variety and it can completely change how you play the game. And I feel like that's a really cool thing to do, like especially if you can do it in a way that you can also have like a character that has depth and talks, and you're still able to fully customize it. And I've seen games do that, so like I'm always looking for them to do it properly. There's definitely many ways where they can do that and ruin it. But when I think about the possibilities that could bring to the table for a game, it's typically something that I'm excited about. And then, so kind of touched on this a little bit, but what do you guys think of the current offerings in terms of like what we're getting in modern games, like like games that have character creators in, like, I don't know, like we were talking about Baldur's Gate. I know, what was that game? Black Desert had a really good one. Like, I know there's a couple of them out there that are really good, but it feels like to me that more often than not, when there is like a custom character creator, it's pretty shitty. It feels like it's an afterthought, if anything. And if that's the case, like, I'd rather you just not bother. Like, if you're not going to put in the variety and the options to really, create what you want, then I would rather them not put it in there and just give me like a simple, character with a good, interesting story. So I don't know. I feel like overall the industry could be doing better in terms of character creators in the modern era. What do you guys think?
That's fair.
Again, it depends on the games. I mean, a lot of the games that I've played, I've been content with. Others, like, they did okay. I just wish they had more features, but
Yeah, the Monster Hunter one is really good, especially compared to what it used to be, where you basically just had a choice between 4 different like characters. Now you can just like move the eyes up and down, make them bigger or smaller, when it has like a slider for every aspect, and it really like has like the little dots showing you, so it's more evident what you're moving. And if more of them are like that,
I just
like,
want to.
hell
I
yeah.
mentioned my anorexic Khajiit. I just really want to quickly share this picture of it. Yeah,
Oh my god.
I just really wanted to share that while I'm like, I know I have a picture of it somewhere on my Facebook.
That's awesome.
But I think like any game that I've come across that had a shitty character creation, the game itself I didn't enjoy enough to actually play it. Like, I think like I was like, wow, I can't do shit with this character, and then I'd start playing and I'd be like, okay, this kind of sucks.
I mean, there's Baldur's Gate. Because
It
in
doesn't
my
have a
opinion,
shitty character.
in my
creation.
opinion, it has a shitty one. It gives you a handful of faces that you can't modify at all. You can, like, the option, like you said, you can't fuck with the tails. Like, there's very little options with the horns. Like,
You can still
even,
have a good looking character.
well, just because you can make a good looking character doesn't mean it's a detailed character creator.
It's not shitty.
Yeah.
I've been
mean,
really content with all the
they're-
characters I've made. They don't look shitty.
Well, me too, but like, they're almost not even your characters because they're so like pre-designed that you're really just kind of picking things that people already created to make a hybrid of that. You're not really making your own character. Like, it's just super simple. It's like, Oblivion and like the Elder Scrolls games, where you can go in and you can do all the sliders and you can change the shape of their cheeks and their mouth and their smile and the shape of their eyes and stuff like that. Like, that is a deep, well done character creator, because then you can actually go in there and sculpt an original character that you created, rather than like, here's 10 faces. Yeah, they all look great, but like, that's not really that rewarding to me. I don't feel like I really created a character in that regard. And that's kind of what I felt like with Baldur's Gate.
I don't know.
It's always Baldur's Gate 4.
You're probably going to ruin it. But so let me ask you this then. So in terms of like your highest expectations, like, you could have the best character creator in the world, right? Like all the things that you would want out of a character creator, like, where does Baldur's Gate stack up? Like, does that come close to meeting all the needs that you would want out of a character creator?
I don't know. I can't rank it. I just know that I tend to go for like usually the
I'm
same.
not asking you to rank it. I'm just saying, like, do you really feel like they're they're doing everything that you want them, like you're getting everything that you could possibly get out of it, or like do you feel like there's stuff missing?
Well, no, like I said, like I wish they had more options, but I'm not like I wouldn't agree that it's shitty. Like I would say I tend to go for usually around the same faces, but I don't have two characters that look the same, and I can go for the same hairstyle and the same face, but not two characters will look alike. Like you can change other stuff to make them look different enough. Like I'm content with it that I can use it to create like a D&D character for their portrait or for their token, but like if ever they were looking for the feedback and like, hey, you said that there would be like all these sliders and stuff, but the sliders are like you can spend hours adjusting the hair color, but not the facial features. And I feel like that was there during like the early access or something, and it's not there anymore on the PC. But now I have both versions, and it's not on either. So I'm confused. But like it's just the like saying that it's not like it's not the best, but it's not shitty. I don't know. But that's just me. Like
Well, like I said, for me, the way that I look at it is like either you're going to give me something that I can really have a lot of fun with, and like we were talking about, make something dumb, make a character from another game and put it in there, make something that looks cool. You have that flexibility to really get in there and make like whatever you want to make. Like that's the point of having a character creator. And like if you're not going to do that, then I would rather, like going back to Baldur's Gate, like I would rather them just craft a really well written character with a great personality and focus on that and have them record all the lines of dialogue and really give me a compelling, engrossing story that's well voice acted. I would rather have that. Like if you're not going to give me all of the perks of the creation, then why have something in the middle? Like that's how I see it.
still had way more than the
just
first two.
it's just kind of like the jack of all trades things. It's like, well, you're somewhere right in the middle. Well, you're never going to be great at anything. You're just going to be decent at all the things in the middle. Just I don't know. But we all have our own things, and that's kind of why I was curious about like having this conversation about like kind of like how you guys see this stuff, because I figured we'd all look at it a little bit differently. And that's the fun of it. Anything else anybody wants to contribute to that particular thing before we move on?
Not me.
Just a little bit where, like, particularly the GameCube wrestling games, you could actually have the character have something really stupid, like you saw one of them have a fucking knife, and you could have a fucking jetpack as part of the wrestler's arm or something. So it's something that, as I was saying before, the older generation of things had more options and more really stupid but fun options. So, like, I really wish new games would incorporate more stupidity, more randomness. So it would definitely help when we're coming up with machinery ideas. It's like, okay, you're going to talk to this fucking fridge now. You're like, what? It's literally a fridge.
Edward Ember Pants.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's kind of how I look at it too. Like I want you to give me so much freedom that I could make my character into a cube and literally make them like a flesh covered refrigerator. You know what I mean? Like
Pebble.
why put restraints on it? Like make whatever the fuck you want. If you want to make this weird fucking pterodactyl hybrid person, like go for it. Or if you want to make somebody looks like really amazing, like beautiful or whatever, you can do that too. Like you can do whatever you want. And like that's not only going to appeal to different demographics that are playing the game, but that's also going to pull you back into it multiple times. It's like you can do a run where you're being goofy, you can do a run where you're being this character from another franchise, you can do a run where you're yourself. You know what I mean? Like it gives you so much more freedom and reason to stick with a game. But if it's somewhere in the middle, it's just like you kind of get what you're going to get out of it, you go through it, and it's kind of it for me.
Could you imagine you spend hours creating your own character, right? And then the next 5 minutes of game, that character dies.
Mm-hmm.
and you're just playing as someone else that you can adjust. You'll be like,
That'd be
"How pissed off
amazing.
would you be?"
That would be
Metal
so
Gear.
good.
Yeah,
Metal
Or
Gear.
or what I want to see is like you spend hours creating a character, and like 10 minutes into the story you find out that like that's the final villain, like that's the antagonist. And then you get some generic fucking piece of shit. That'd be amazing.
That's also why I stopped like customizing my the dude in Baldur's Gate. I just started hitting random with my eyes closed for the Emperor.
Yeah.
I stopped. I was like, oh, there's no point. So I was just like random. I'm like, I'm gonna get a good laugh when I fucking see him because I just have no idea what he looks like.
Alrighty. So, what else? Oh yeah. So if we have anything to share, we'll go ahead and share that now. So you guys sent me a couple of things in terms of like things you've created using custom character creators in the past. And we'll take a look at what we all have. We already started with Alec. You don't have anything else, do you, Alec? Was that it?
No.
Okay, so we already saw some examples from Lee and Alec.
I wish I had a video or a picture of Pebble. Years ago, I made Pebble on Arc.
And then, did you say these are all from the same thing?
Yeah, so these are all from either Day of Reckoning 2 or WrestleMania 19, both for the GameCube.
Okay. So just kind of looking at this, like, was that a good character creator? It looks like there's a lot of variety. See, and like shit like that I love. Like it looks like I don't know this for sure, but looking at like the textures of the pants and the skin and stuff, it looks like you can go in and like mess with like the way like cloths look and skin colors look. Like you can put like a steel or like a metal kind of coating on their skin or on their pants and stuff. Like things like that I love. Like just wacky things that you can use to make completely different creations.
They did material.
Soul Calibur has a good one.
Yeah.
Had a good one.
I can remember, Lee would probably remember this as well, that me and Lee were playing, I don't know, Soul Calibur 4 or 3, and I swear one of the voice actors for the male one had to be the same as the RE5 Wesker, because it just had the very same kind of voice pattern, and I was like, oh my god, so I ended up creating Wesker or something like that, and it's just like, crawl at my feet. And then when he dies or something, you go, rah, rah.
Nice. All right, Shayla, you gonna go next. So you have a video. What is the video?
It's just kind of a funny video about like when you have a good character creator, how there's like two sides of it.
Add your favorite toppings, and there you have breakfast.
Too normal looking. I need to fix it.
Oh god, Alex.
This might end up being the best
game.
It just might. Unless there's something like every character has infinites, right, that are unpatchable.
It has a really good character creator.
It does.
Damn, I should have included that. Fuck.
This is the worst Street Fighter game. The actual worst one. The space creature.
Everybody's so creative.
The wave. See, I love that. It's so good. Making weird creature things. So fun.
I was laughing because you guys were talking about making like a fridge character, and I'm like, people do that in Street Fighter. Like, you can make them glowing white and then like just a brick shape.
It's a brick.
Yeah.
And then this is your new character in Monster Hunter?
Yeah, she's so pretty. And the cat, I made her look like my cat and my chocobo. I mean, whatever the hell they're called in this game, the not chocobos.
It's a fucking chocobo.
Well, I made him yellow and called him Cloud, but yeah, they're
I mean,
they're
it's like they made him a little lizard-like and called it a day. Like it's
Right.
a chocobo. That's funny. But yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you do to that cat's legs?
I think it's wearing like the spider.
It's wearing the fucking MC Hammer like fucking trousers.
I believe the kids on the internet call those dummy thick thighs for days.
All right, Jazz, got some from you.
Yeah. So, do you remember this, Alec?
Didn't we both go with a zombie voice pack?
Yeah, we had the zombie voices. I believe this was a female character.
No.
Yeah. I don't remember why. We were just both like giggling while we were making our characters.
I don't think we told each other that we're doing zombie, but we just both ended up.
Yeah, we just both like walked up to each other and we're like, and then we had no idea what they were saying the whole time. There were subtitles, but we were like, Shondi was our translator. Yeah.
Yeah, they've always got a really good character creator there.
Not as good. Well, it's good, but like Arc lets you like extend your arms all the way to the floor and then shrink your torso down. That's where Pebbles came from. Like I had no legs, arms were super long, and then I just like walk over, no neck, so the head is just down. But yeah, I like creating the weird. I like in Saints Row because you can make your skin literally any color. Like you could be like fucking yellow, green, purple, like neon, gold, silver. Like you could do anything, and it's fucking stupid. But this, I have no idea what this was. Oh, so this was Princess Jellyfish, with the normal looking husband. Yeah, I was actually gonna make like a weird machinima out of this one.
Sounds like an action figure pack.
Princess Jellyfish. I was gonna make a machinima series with Princess Jellyfish in the apocalypse.
Do it.
It was on my PS4. Her freaking huge eyes.
It's
I
horrifying.
love doing that. I love like giving them the tiny head and like the huge eyes.
Yeah. Looks like an alien.
Yeah. And there's a flip side of that. It just looks so weird. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The dude looks like a fucking like Muppet or like a dummy.
Yeah, I wanted to give him a tiny head and then the big eyes, but then I slid his eyes the wrong way, so they went really small, and I fucking started laughing so hard. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that instead.
What do you mean? He's got big, beautiful eyes.
He's got little beady eyes, and then I make the character kind of look like B, but not like the eyes. I matched it a little bit at the time, not anymore. But then I always get screwed when I get down here. My mom was watching me and she's like, that doesn't look like you. And I was like, Mom, shh. I know.
Wow,
what I
that's
like.
rude.
I didn't shush her, but I was like, I know what I look like. I got this.
No, not you, her. Like, that doesn't look like you.
Well, because
Stop
she said
having
like
fun.
my forehead's not that. She's like, your forehead's not that big. Your ears aren't that big. I'm like, Mom, it's a video game. Yeah.
I think it looks good.
And then in like, I know Alec. Yeah. Alec plays wrestling games where I play hockey games, and the hockey game, it's kind of like it doesn't have the sliders and stuff, but it has some of the preset faces, especially for the guys, are based off of actual hockey player games because they capture like their faces for the game. So there are players that look a lot like Sean. So when I was trying to make like the Ward team, there was one that would look like Sean, and it was like spot on. I have a picture, but I forgot to send it. But for the female faces, obviously there's not that many. There will be now because there's like an actual like female hockey league now. But I think I was pretty close for this character to look like me, especially because my hair is always like short under the helmet. And like this is after getting a penalty and the player would make this face. So I feel like in this game, when I make the character look like me a little bit, it's how the character reacts that makes it look like me more. So I wanted to include this one because I'm like, yeah, if you can get the right eye color and the right like cheekbones or whatever. Unfortunately, I was on a shitty team, but
It's after the concussion.
yeah, playing for New York. What is this? Yeah, the concussion fucking makes you stop playing the game. The fucking video game. Stupid video game. But I do that face a lot too, so. Number 88.
88.
88.
No, don't maximize. Go away. There we go. Did the opposite of what I wanted. All right. And then, so for anybody else have any stories or pictures or videos or anything they want to talk about regarding their characters?
But no.
No. Okay. So I put together a little compilation of some of my characters that takes us on a little trip through time. These characters were created between 2006 and more recently in 2024. So it gives us a little look at the offerings between the different generations, which I thought was kind of interesting. Wow, how dare you? How dare you?
Let's find out.
2006, Oblivion. We were talking about Oblivion. Okay. Everybody here's played Oblivion, right?
No.
No.
I said that earlier.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, and I said that earlier as well.
Well, you played Skyrim though, right?
Yeah.
No.
God damn it.
Like a little bit of Morrowind.
Shayla, you played Oblivion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, if I remember correctly, if this wasn't the first, like, really detailed character creator that I ever was privy to, it was definitely one of the first that really made an impact in terms of like really giving you like the creative freedom with all the different sliders and stuff like this. So like when this came out in 2006, it like totally fucking blew my mind because like, you know, like shit on the PS1 and the PS2, like they just don't have options like this. And I was floored with what you were able to pull off in this game. So I kind of went through the different races, and then I did kind of like a fast forward so you can see like all the extremes that you can do, adjusting the face and the cheeks and stuff like that. Like this is what I'm talking about in terms of like giving you that full on freedom to make whatever you want to make. Like you can make something look cool. You can make something look like that. And I love that. Like make them look like a freak, change the color of their skin, change their nose, their eyes, make them look like an alien, a frog, whatever. Like I love that. So like this, and I feel like this game right here is probably why I have that perspective, is because like this one made such an impact on me and showed me like what kind of freedom was really out there. So like from this point on, like my brain was just like, it needs to be this or better. So like every time it goes back, I'm like, why? I want to see more.
So you played Marilyn Manson.
So this was just the characters that I had on my memory card from like 2007 or something like that. Black Orc, Shadow Orc.
He's been shot.
He's burnt. Oh, damn it. Why is there such a delay?
Oh, yeah. I remember making characters in Soul Calibur. It was so fun.
Yeah. God damn it.
I made Lena Inverse in Soul Calibur 5.
Oh my god, we made so many characters. We made
Gas
Slender
tank.
Man and yes!
I kept a little audio cue in here because it was beautiful.
Somebody made
I had it muted.
made a big black dick in Soul Calibur.
Because you had the option to do like cylinders and you could do all kinds of creative stuff. Of course, most people used it for
dicks.
Wieners.
Ooh, I hope you know what you're doing.
Stop! But like this is the stuff that annoys me about Avowed is like you could in Oblivion, that fucking 20-year-old game, you could literally just walk up to anybody in the world and attack them. You could go to the last boss in the game and kill him and break the story. Like that is so cool, and it was so long ago, and now we can't move a cup. Sad. And then yeah, so Soul Calibur 2008 made Solid Snake. Sarah from Haunting Ground from The Adventures of Extremely Terrified Cowgirl. I forgot I even made that. Like I just loaded these off my memory card from forever ago. Jill.
She got a feather in her cap.
Gotta remember half these characters.
Can't even see her behind the hammer. It's beautiful. And then I made this guy to look somewhat coolish. And then when you break his helmet, you get a surprise. You get cotton candy. I love doing stupid shit like that. And then so this had a cool feature where you could like take a picture of yourself and scan yourself into the game. It actually looked really cool. And I was and still may do a machinima with it. But the goal was to scan all of us into it to make a Ward story. But apparently Alex, the one that gave me the bad news, but apparently the male and female characters can't interact. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think actually 25
avoid.
they can now. Okay.
In the newer games they can?
Well, only this, I think it's only 25, so it's only just coming out or something. So I'll let you know on that one.
Yeah, but it was cool. Like I could scan in my t-shirt, so I got my dual shirt. It was really neat, and I wanted to do that for all of us.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I thought she was giving you a gun.
That'd be amazing.
It's like, shoot this bitch. Why is he in a leotard?
But yeah, do you know if they kept doing that in future games and improving on it? Because that was the last one that I played.
I haven't seen it for a little while.
And then this is Rise of the Ronin. It looks really good. Obviously, the pink-haired girl is my custom character. Took a couple screenshots of her. Obviously. Not going to make a guy gross. But yeah, the character creator in this is really, really cool. Really deep. A lot of variety. And even just like the armor and accessories and stuff like that. There's a lot of freedom in how you can dress up your character. And it's really cool too, because like the pictures I had like a Western kind of themed armor set, and then I had like a Japanese themed armor set, and you can kind of mix and match them and stuff like that. It was really cool. Made for a unique character customizer.
That's cool.
But yeah, the Ronin one's probably the best one I've seen in like the modern generation. But I know there's a bunch of them out there that are supposed to be good that I just haven't had the chance to try. Like the Black Desert one is supposed to be insane and stuff like that. So there probably are some out there. Just like in my personal experience, like most of the ones that I end up playing with are just like really disappointing. So Rise of the Ronin gave me one that I was really, really happy to see that they're still giving us that variety out there. And the game overall was really good too. Should check it out. It's good. But yeah.
But
there you go. And now it's time for are you guys good to keep going or? Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be the Machinima Showcase time. Maybe. Alrighty, so this week's showcase is Scribbly Productions, and it's another Halo machinima. Who would have thought? There's so few.
Boy, variety.
There's so few Halo machinimas out there. Who would have thought we would
Halo,
encounter
Halo.
another one? It's so rare. And this is another current creator. We're going to be watching their latest video. They put it out about 2 months ago. And this is going to be like last week where we watched a really long one. This one is another 15-minute long one, but we're not going to watch the whole thing. So we'll watch, I don't know, whatever you guys want to watch. We can watch 3 or 4 minutes or whatever. And then if you guys want to see more, just head over to Scribbly Productions, give their video a view, give them a like, subscribe if you like their content, and we'll take a look at another Halo machine. Oh, wait. Did I not upload this one? Fuck me. Fuck.
Looked like it.
Oh my god. How did I not have this one?
Let's do page 4.
I don't have it open anymore. I guess I could open it.
That's weird. Oh, I don't even see it. That's why. Where the fuck did it go? I know I downloaded it. What? What in the hell? Oh,
What
there it is.
in the hell, fuck?
Damn, that sucks. It's okay. We're going to make it work.
Do you need a minute?
Yeah, it's going to have to upload and process.
All right. Page
4.
Wait. Is page 4 good?
Yeah.
All right, page 4. But he can't switch. Shayla, do you have it open?
Nope.
Open it. Open it.
I don't know
Page
how.
4.
Hang on, give me a second.
What do you mean? I switched. I sent it to you.
I got it.
All right, we're at page 4.
It's loading.
Right after Chris.
Is it my
said-
line? Is that what's...
Yeah,
Okay.
previously on Chris smiles politely. He offered.
But he can't switch focus.
That's the
it's not.
narration. I said previously on Chris smiles politely.
Oh.
He offers. Right above page 4, Shida.
Oh, okay. I said I'll do the cooking.
I know, that's why I said previously on.
Okay.
But he can't switch focus. Now we're here.
Okay, is that me? On
Yes.
the mountain, there must have been something prowling around up there.
There are probably all kinds of facts prowling around out there in the middle of the night.
Chris apologizes again, this time more sincerely.
I'm sorry. Really. You have to be there at dawn. They ride the wind over the ridge.
Dawn? You left at 1 a.m.
I had to go fishing. It's the fish that bring them down, so I can't get a close look at them. I've tracked a dozen of them, Jill. 12 of those big bruisers. I can actually recognize them. I've even given them names over the years.
You've been doing this for years?
Only in early autumn, when they're migrating.
I'll settle on for next October.
Jill rolls over and faces him.
I wish I could get excited, really. That's the truth, as excited as you over such simple things.
Beauty.
This is the best Chris line of the entire script right here, guys.
Beauty isn't simple. If it was, I'd be beautiful.
You are.
No. I'm simple. You, on the other hand, have all that stuff hiding underneath somewhere. And that's what fascinates me.
Fascination, not love?
Jill is being playful. Chris, taking her question to heart, becomes introspective.
I honestly don't know. I guess I've been living alone too long. You're the only woman I've ever thought of as a real partner.
Now Jill becomes introspective.
I've always been afraid of living alone. I've always had people talking at me, knowing they could wind me up and I'll do whatever they wanted.
Chris looks into her eyes. She kisses him gently.
We'll have something hidden underneath. Beauty may not be simple, but it's not all that complicated either. It's the time you'll find it's right in the middle of all the confusion.
I'm so confused. Why would he call himself an Indian?
Because he is in this script.
But he's native. What?
He's Native American in the script.
Then why? I'm part Mohawk. Indians are never confused. At least they never let it show.
There's a lot of stupid shit in this. They kiss again, this time more passionately. Rolling over, they begin to make love. And scene. Why were you crying, Alec? Anyways.
I'm gonna cry. What the fuck?
Beauty isn't everything. If it was, I'd be beautiful.
Oh my god. This can't be real. I do not
it
believe
is, but
that man wrote this.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my god.
Alright, back to Sean.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the
Okay.
Yay, we
Jesus.
win! And look at that, Dante, you got MVP. Congrats, champ.
Don't patronize me, Frank. What do you want?
Hey, Crimson Friend, your skills are quite grand. Here for a quest in a mystical land?
Did he just rhyme?
Yep, I already hate him. Let's go.
You see, I'm
Dude.
a mere player, I confess. I'm a DM seeking the best. A champion of valor, a slayer of foes, to join my adventures wherever it goes.
Oh, no, I've heard of this. He's one of those DMs who leads players on an epic fantasy quest.
Ooh, an epic fantasy quest? That sounds really cool.
It really doesn't, and I'm not going.
You seem to be confused. No one said you get to choose.
Oh, come on!
Our tale unfolds where adventurers convene in a tavern's embrace, a familiar scene.
Well, the goddamn leave button is gone. How do we finish this as fast as possible?
I think introductions first. Gonna use my character, Franzor the Maidenless Mage. Yeah, he's like a wizard who unlocked immense magical power right around when he hit 30.
I'm Haldor the Radiant, a level 1 cleric. I journeyed into the world to spread love and kindness.
Well, I'm Dante, the guy who doesn't give a shit. My level is max, and my role is I'm going to use this gun. Hey, can I get a game-ending quest? Like the biggest one you have?
No, I don't know about any of those, but the old necromancer may have what you're looking for.
Where to?
The basement? Where else would a necromancer be?
I don't know where your character picked that up, but that kind of stereotyping is not cool here.
I have visitors, I see. What information do you seek from my skeleton?
We're on an epic fantasy quest.
An epic quest, you say? Then you must be looking for the legendary golden sandwich.
Sounds stupid enough to be what we need.
But to find its exact location, we'll need to find someone who knows where it is located. Luckily, they don't have to be alive.
I mean, somebody that's alive probably knows too, right?
Well, yeah, yes, I know. The goblin camp holds the sandwich's location.
Where's the camp?
Allow my undead friend to answer that question.
The goblin camp is that way.
Okay, but can we like have a map?
Yeah, sure, I have one over here.
So, you didn't have to, like, summon the skeleton at all then, did you?
Well...
Yeah, and hell is actually 7 hours ahead, so it's like 1 a.m. here. I have torture in like 5 hours.
That is brutal, dude.
I think it's insecurity. Like, if she doesn't wake a dead guy, is she really a necromancer?
Okay, I'm feeling very attacked right now, and I'd like you to leave.
Oh, you see that? She wants me to leave now. Not like she's the reason I'm here.
You know, you could stay dead.
I would prefer being dead.
I went to school for this. 8 long years at Necro U just to get constant complaints.
This is getting awkward.
Yeah, let's go.
Whoa, friends! You don't want to go in Goblin Cavern without a guide.
Who are you?
Nolan P. Coatrack is the name. Escorting you safely is my job.
We're on an epic quest.
Ah, so you seek the fabled golden sandwich. You can't miss it. Go straight down and it's the second left. But it is Goblin Cavern, so if you'd like to avoid...
We'll be fine.
Well, good luck to you then.
But Dante, the goblins!
We're just grabbing a sandwich.
Yeah, as long as the DM doesn't...
As you tread your dangerous path, you start to sense a glare of wrath.
Okay, we're good as long as we don't have to roll.
Roll for initiative, your fate to decide. Prepare for the onslaught where dangers preside.
Shit. Okay, don't worry though, because the battle music hasn't... Okay, it's a fight.
Cute. I like it.
Pretty good. Okie dokie, it is time for game.
Okay.
Alright, man, it's game time. I got 8 bits of video games. Can you identify them all? Time for 8-bit.
Gee, I wonder.
All right.
Number 1 is Chad.
From?
Jason?
I will accept Jason as an answer.
Jason!
Is Bit 5 Metal Gear on the Game Boy?
Not Game Boy.
Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake?
Yep.
4 is Chloe.
4 is Chloe.
Chloe!
I think 7 is the Xbox refrigerator.
Yep. Xbox fridge.
Now, I haven't played the game, but number 2 looks like the Devil May Cry jacket dude.
Yeah, it's the shitty one. It's DMC, Devil May Cry, Dante.
Yep.
Dante.
6 is a Game Boy or Game Boy SP.
It's the tribal edition.
3, I don't know the character's name, but it's from Radiant something.
Is Bit 8 a Wonder Swan?
Bit 8 is not a Wonder Swan.
Oh.
Is it Radiant Stories or something?
Oh yeah, that sounds right.
It is Radiator Stories, yeah, well done. It says Jack Russell, the character.
That's a dog.
What the fuck?
Did we already say who 4 was?
Yes.
Okay.
It's only 8 left to go.
Oh, whatever the fuck that is.
Oh, is it the Nintendo? It's like a pedometer or something.
No, it's not a pedometer.
Is it a Hey You Pikachu?
No. Get warmer.
Pokedex?
No.
Those are red.
I have no idea.
It's not the Pikachu thing because those are yellow.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't remember what it's called, but I had one of those. was like a pocket Pikachu or something.
Like a mini.
Mini Pikachu.
Pokemon Mini. That's what it is.
Never even knew that was a thing.
Yes, it is. Not a very successful thing, but it was a thing.
You know, what I had was like this little yellow guy, and it was just Pikachu, and it was basically like a Tamagotchi, but it was just Pikachu.
Yeah, that's
And
what
you
I always
clip
thought
it,
it was.
clip it to your belt, and then when you walk, like it walks with you, and Pikachu would take little steps, and it basically like counted your steps, and it gave him exercise. You could play games with it.
Did you not have the tribal GBSP over in America, or?
Not that I
Oh,
recall.
not that I saw.
There was a
But I
million
worked at
different ones,
GameStop.
so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Lee, you were right. Pokemon Mini. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Pokemon Mini.
All right, Jazz, you're up.
Okie dokie. Let me just open it up. Well, it's open, but let me make it bigger. Boop, 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 boop. All right. And I gotta share my screen so you guys can see. I will. Why is this not working? Oh, I had to select it. Oh. Ta-da! We're playing Jeopardy.
I am in Jeopardy. Help.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I made it all cool now. We've got colors.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So our 3 players. Oh, I'm all red. It's okay. Our 3 players have buzzers this time, and so I will be able to see on the side when they buzz in, which it should appear somewhere. But it'll still show me a little arrow on each of their heads. I don't know what this arrow is for. All right, the categories are subtitle, which is you're gonna see the subtitle to a game, and you have to give me the title, the main title of the game. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Let me remember what this category is real quick. Oh yeah, sorry. There's like a little trivia of a game, and you have to tell me which platform it came out on.
Oh,
some of these are tricky. Where did you come from? There's a quote from a machinima. Just tell me which machinima. And who am I? Just a little bit of a trivia on a character, and just say which character it is. All right.
Okay.
How are we gonna choose? What is my favorite color?
Red.
Beep. Blue.
Alec, what's my favorite color?
Well, I haven't buzzed, so.
No, just I'm asking you. Yo, you should know off the top. Sean had it right. Sean, you go ahead and pick first. You guys ready with your buzzers?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And you can choose any.
And if you buzz too early, you don't get to finish the
It
question,
won't
right?
let you buzz. The buzzers
okay,
activate
okay.
at a specific time. So.
Okay.
I'll do subtitle for 300.
All right, here we go. Power of illusion.
What
All right.
is Mickey?
Oh.
I'm a banana. Yeah. I need you to elaborate a little bit.
Mickey Mouse?
Need the name of the game.
Castle? Nerd, no. It's not Mickey? Fuck, I don't know then. Damn.
Nah, I need a more elaborate answer. Anybody else?
I'll go.
Okay, go ahead.
Magic Castle Power of Illusion. Mickey's Magic Castle Power of Illusion.
You guys hear the
What?
sounds, right?
No, it was just a casual
Aw.
stroll over there.
Was it a
What?
bang?
It was. Yeah, that's incorrect.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
It's supposed to share the audio. Alec?
No, I got nothing.
All right. Well, it's Epic Mickey.
Oh, fuck off.
That game.
Epic
God damn
Mickey
it.
Power of Illusion.
I was thinking of the Genesis one.
So was I.
All right. Give me one quick sec. I'm gonna reshare, and I want the audio to share with it.
Yeah, you should be able to share it.
It's because I was sharing the window and not the whole screen. Okay, let's see if this works. All right, Sean, you get to choose again.
We'll do subtitle. Oh. Now I can hear me.
Oh crap.
And now.
Yeah.
Echo.
Echo.
You'll just have to do the sound effect for us.
Brr.
Oh, their teleportation echo.
Wow.
I'm not gonna go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Hello?
Do you hear echo?
Hello.
Nope.
Go
Okay,
for it,
cool.
Sean.
Subtitle for 200.
All right. Blank Oracle of Seasons. We've got Shayla.
Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons.
That is
Yay.
ding, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard the ding.
yeah.
Okay, good. Yay!
I got it right.
Sean was close behind. All right, Shayla, next question is yours.
Okay. Can I go with what's the one between Who's Your Daddy and that one? What's that one?
Where did you come from?
Oh no, I
Machinima quotes.
no, I'm gonna do Who's Your Daddy for 300.
All right. Following its 2002 GameCube release, Resident Evil Remake was then released in 2008 on this platform. We have Shayla.
The Wii.
That is correct.
Yes.
I'm like, which category am I in? The Nintendo Wii.
Yay.
Okay, Shayla again. Alex
Okay,
in his corner. Like, doop-doop.
I'll do Who's Your Daddy for 200.
All right. Now a major franchise, Mortal Kombat started its journey in 1992 on this gaming platform. Sean.
Genesis?
That is incorrect.
I'll try.
Shayla.
The 3DO?
Is also incorrect.
Dang it.
Well,
Go ahead, Alex.
I know what it has to be.
What is it, Alec?
I said SNES.
That's incorrect. It was an arcade game.
Oh, okay.
It was a trick question.
Yeah, that was a trick. I thought you meant like from yeah, but she didn't say port, so.
Yeah.
All right, Shayla.
Okay. I'll do Who Am I for 300.
All right. My father's death has ruined my life. Could be anybody.
Fuck.
Alec.
Steve Burnside.
That is incorrect.
Lara,
Sean.
Lara Croft.
That is correct.
Hey.
Her life is now in ruins. Trick question. All right, Sean.
Ward did it come from for 2?
All right, for 200. Push him in the fire. I pushed him in the fire last time.
Does it have to be a specific episode that we?
No. Sean.
Duel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh. I was like, do you know what you
Episode 5.
Part 1. All right, Sean.
I want the subs title, damn it. We'll do the baby one for 100.
All right, Assault the Nightmare.
That sounds familiar.
Blank Assault the Nightmare. Go for it, Alec.
Ninja Garden? Gaiden? Whatever.
Ninja Garden.
Ninja Garden.
That's incorrect. Ninja Gaiden is also incorrect.
Damn.
Just a bunch of ninjas hiding in the garden.
Gnomes.
And time is at 0.
Yeah, I can't risk it.
It's Resident Evil.
What?
Resident Evil Assault the Nightmare.
Oh.
It was a mobile game in Japan.
What the fuck?
Yeah. All right, I think it's back to Sean.
Subs title
Make
for
it harder?
500.
For 500. All right. Blank Resurrection of Evil.
Oh.
We got Sean.
Doom.
Which Doom?
3.
That's correct.
Oh, well, I would have got it wrong. I thought it was.
No, he got it. He got one.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, I finally did it.
500.
All right.
Subs title for 400. Why not?
All right. Blank Grimoire of Souls.
I think I know it, but I don't want to risk it.
All right, Alec.
Goat Simulator.
That is. I wish that was correct. I'm gonna give you $100 for creativity, but that's incorrect.
Yay!
What the fuck? Oh wait, I know what this is.
All right, Shayla, go for it.
Castlevania.
That is correct.
Castlevania.
You would get that one.
Go ahead, Shayla. It's on you now.
Okay. Let's do a machinima one for 500.
For 500. All right, here we go.
Yeah, for 500.
What'd you say about my ass? I didn't say anything about your flat.
Oh my god, why am I know what that is, but I can't place it.
It's hard for me not to do them in the voices. I
Oh.
hear them in my head. I hear them in my head and I'm like, oh no.
Man Spider.
Yeah. What'd you say about my ass? I didn't say anything about your flat ass. All right, Sean.
Who am I for 500?
All right, who am I for 500? I will always rise again to defend against what is wrong.
Is that an actual? What?
Alec.
Is it Dragon Ball Z Goku?
That is incorrect.
Sounds like Batman.
I will always rise again to defend against what is wrong.
I mean, what is wrong? I feel like.
Anybody going once?
No.
Going twice? You're all gonna get so mad. I will always rise again. And I specifically left
Tomb Raider?
W on wrong. because Phoenix Wright.
Oh my god.
Phoenix Wright will always rise again. And he does defend because he's a lawyer. Alec, I thought you had it as soon as you buzzed
Nope.
in.
At this point, I'm just making funny answers.
That's fine. You don't get any other bonus points unless it's a really good answer. I think it was Sean.
Who am I for 400?
400. Here we go. In a better world, I could have been an obstetrician or work for Amazon.
What?
That is Sean.
Sam Porter Bridges.
That is correct.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god!
Could have been an obstetrician.
Oh my god.
Let's just be delivering stuff. All right, Sean.
We'll keep doing the who am I. We'll do 200.
All right. I made a typo on my answer sheet over here, but I once made a huge decision that cost me the biggest price. I once made a huge decision that cost me the biggest price. Alec.
Sean Clark buying Resident Evil Village.
No, but yes. I mean, he's at negative $1,500 at this point. I once made a huge decision that cost me the biggest price. Village. No? No. You don't get points, Alec, but what if I had capitalized price?
Yeah, I was thinking it was Life is Strange.
It is.
Yeah.
I haven't played that one. I don't know.
If I had capitalized price, would that have given it away?
No.
Yeah.
No?
I'm thinking it's probably because it's like 3 a.m., nearly 3 a.m. and I'm not
Okay. Who had the last one? Sean.
We'll do the 100 for who am I.
My brother keeps telling me that he misses me even though I'm right next to him.
What? What? What?
My brother keeps telling me that he misses me even though I'm right next to him.
Was he trying to hit him?
Think about it.
Is this a trick question?
Think it, yeah. Usually. I'll give you guys some extra time here. Think about it, think about it, think about it. Alec.
That Two Brothers, A Tale of Two Brothers shit game.
No, it's not. At least you only lost $100. You lost your pity $100. I'm collecting for this shit, by the way. You guys want to take a chance?
No.
My brother keeps telling me he misses me.
I am a Stegosaurus.
What the fuck? All right, well, the answer...
I'm a giraffe.
If a brother keeps saying, I miss ya, that's what it
I
is.
haven't played.
my
my bad.
God.
I haven't played that one either.
No, but
Oh my
that's her name. And every time I play, I'm like, I miss you too, brother. All right,
Oh my God.
Sean.
Where did you come from for 400?
Where did it go?
I'm glad I took out a thing. I'm going to take a boredom shower because I'm so tired of your stupid face.
Jason? Pack
Jason! Tired of your stupid face. All right, Sean.
Where did you come from for 300?
I took out an entire category to save time. Hey, lady, can you help me? I fell and bit my tongue.
Oh,
Sean already buzzed in.
Raccoon City Stories.
That is incorrect.
What?
What?
I bit my tongue.
Oh, fuck.
What is it?
Is it the New Adventures of Old Mega Man?
Oh!
Also incorrect.
Oh, what? What?
Can I buzz again?
Wait.
Shayla?
Is it dual?
Nope. It's
Oh,
renovation.
God damn it. Oh, I'm so stupid. I barely bit my tongue.
Wow, you guys have to watch more. Sean?
100. Same one.
You know, ignoring me isn't going to just make me go away. Seriously, that's not gonna work. Okay, I'm leaving.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Alec!
Man spider.
No.
Oh.
Sean.
The New Adventures of Old Mega Man.
Yeah. I was like,
I'm
Alec.
doing so well here.
I thought you were gonna say it. You said, I'm giving you some pity money.
Oh.
Alright. We're gonna let Alec pick the category this time.
I mean,
There's nothing.
Go ahead, Alec.
Who's your daddy 500?
This gaming platform gave us the birth of The Legend of Zelda in 1986.
Something shit.
We have Sean.
NES
Wait, this is 500?
or Famicom?
Yeah, 500.
Unfortunately, you said NES.
That's not fair.
You said NES,
It's
Alec.
It's the same system, though.
Alec.
What?
You were your second to buzz.
Oh, then that means I said SNES.
Well, no, Sean said NES, and that's not what the name that at the time. So you now get to say. You said SNES? Your answer is SNES?
Yeah.
Oh, well then. Shayla.
Famicom!
I am so sleep deprived at this point.
Look how I gave him a chance to literally say.
I was robbed.
All right, give me a number, Shayla.
I'll go for 400.
Bethesda Softworks released The Terminator in 1991 for this gaming platform. Sean?
Super Nintendo?
Which question are we at? Oh, that is incorrect.
I'm going to say
Shayla?
the Genesis. Oh. My bad.
What?
Yeah. Alec.
The Wii U.
What? 1991.
I was DOS
It was
PC.
DOS games. Yeah. I'm doubling the points for whoever gets this one right. In late 2000, Hitman Codename 47, which launched the Hitman game franchise, was released on this platform. Shayla.
PC.
I will accept. Because
Yeah.
it's right.
Yeah.
You get an extra $100.
Woohoo!
And the winner is...
I am a Stegosaurus.
I'm a banana.
Like, I thought the game did that audio. I was like, what? Oh my god, my brain is rotten. And that was Jeopardy. Oh my god. I feel like Alec would have kicked your asses a little bit more if it wasn't 3 a.m.
Or Alec.
Right?
We're almost done. So it is time for Nobody Asked Us, but before we do that, I have one read your comment for Shayla.
Oh,
it's
You better
from
read it.
the Wardcast episode 270 by
really?
Pezcon Sombrero. He says, "What a pretty 2D waifu," but he said it in
Aw.
Espanol.
Aw, gracias.
So Shayla, I didn't even know you were 2D. I thought you were 3D. What are your thoughts?
I have a 3D model, but I mean, I am pretty 2D right now.
Are you? I thought it was a 3D model.
No. It's just so good. Like, the artist that made her obviously understands how to, like, give stuff depth and dimension. And then the way the model is rigged also gives it, like, a pseudo 3D. I do have a 3D model of this like style of my maid outfit. But I haven't really. I only really use that when I do like mocap or VR chat stuff.
Well, I guess I'm the dumbass.
No.
When you first showed the comment and I looked over, I thought the comment was translate to English, and I was like, somebody told Shayla to translate herself to English.
See, I'm not doing anyone.
She must have been talking to Alec.
Shayla, are you happy with your waifu model?
Yes.
Eh, bonita.
Does
Yes.
does anybody else want to make a waifu?
Nope.
Do you want to build? Do you want to build a waifu?
Build a waifu. It doesn't have to be a waifu.
All right, Alec, you're up.
Okay. Yeah.
Nobody asked us.
Was someone talking to you?
No.
No.
Alright, what was the game that you loved playing, but it was sadly shut down?
PUBG. In June.
What?
PUBG in June.
No, PUBG's not shutting down.
That's what you.
No, we were talking about
Reverse.
REverse.
Oh.
That's why the confusion.
But I did say what game you loved playing. You know.
Wow. I mean, I don't love any games that can be shut down, so that's easy for me.
Oh, go on then.
None.
All right, question 2. Have you ever lost interest in the game almost immediately after starting it?
I feel like we answered this one
Right.
recently.
Final Fantasy 13.
Cold Fear.
Wow.
I was just reading
Always
what
and
Jazz is-
forever.
Yeah, because I said Horizon and like I didn't really mean it, but I explained myself. It's not the game; it's just the overwhelming loss of progress that cripples
Resident
me.
Evil 4.
Wow.
I missed playing MGS4 Metal Gear Online. That was quite fun.
Resident Evil Gun Survivor 2. That game is fucking horse shit.
Mm-hmm.
Worse than the first one.
It's worse. It's
Sims.
worse than Village. Sims. Wow. Damn.
Oh yeah, as soon as I start playing Sims, like just like making your character and you're staring at it and you like they're like blah 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 blah, blah and I'm like, okay, you don't shut the fuck up while I'm trying to figure out how to make your clothes. I'm done with you. And if you get past that and you start playing, you're like, this sucks. This just sucks. Why am I here?
It does seem like a giant waste of time.
The only fun I've ever had in there is preventing Jill from going to the bathroom or sleeping, to which she just peed herself on the lawn and then passed out in it. And then
Though it is the only video game where you can take away ladders from a pool and wait for people to drown. So
you
there's
can play Tycoon and just pick them up and put them in the water and then watch them drown.
Well,
and then you
there you
can
go.
God and be like, I save you. Not.
Wow.
Last one then. Having never.
Oh my
played
god, I'm
any-
excited to answer this one.
Okay. Having never played any Final Fantasy game, anyone else want to interrupt me? Where should I start?
6.
6.
And if you're put off by the pixels, then 9 or 10.
Kingdom Hearts.
Fuck you.
I would say Pokemon Red, because it's got like Charmander.
What's that got to do with Final Fantasy?
Exactly.
I know, they're making me mad.
I've only ever played Final Fantasy X a little bit.
You always start at 1.
And I had a lot of fun playing Blitzball.
Oh, boo on you.
I've never played Final Fantasy 1, and I ever going to? No.
It's not very good.
Well, and they're not related. You don't need to, like, it's one of the few
I
series
know,
you can
but
play
it's
completely
just-
out of order.
I get it, but at the same time, like if you play the originals, you can appreciate like the little details more because it's like You know, as they make more, like elements improve and they build on what they had, and you can appreciate the little things. So like, it is the better way to do it, but I understand wanting to skip the shittier ones.
Start with 6.
7.
No.
Start with 1.
7.
7.
6.
13.
I mean, to be fair, like if you get the pixel collection or whatever with all the cheats and speed ups and random battle skipping and all that bullshit, you could probably go through the entire franchise in like an afternoon.
The one with lightning. Start with that one.
I'm leaving.
That was nobody asked us. If
Thank
you've got
God.
any questions, put it on Reddit. I might find it eventually.
Well, there you go. This has been a very long episode 271. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Yeah, if you survived this long, good job and thank you. If you enjoy the podcast or any of the content of the Ward, please consider helping us grow by sharing our content, liking the video, and subscribing. Also, head over to the Wardcast, so subscribe over there as well. And yeah. Maybe head over to patreon.com/thewordproductions to support us that way and get some bonus stuff. Or
Get
not.
yourself a nice bonus.
You do what makes you happy. You live your life. You know what I mean? And we'll see you next week.
Live your life. Ooh.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.